I'm live. Happy New Year's, guys. Hope you've had a good New Year's Eve. Is over here. It was New Year's an hour ago, but I know a few people in different time zones. It's not New Year's Eve for them yet. It's not the New Year for them yet. So, welcome, and maybe we can have a small little hangout. I don't know how long we're going to be, but I thought I would come on here and Fleet Paw is here. What? Fleet Paw? Damn, son. Good to see you. Good to see you. I've already had quite a few drinks, so our company just left. Okay, for fuck's sakes. Jesus Christ. 10. Boom, baby. All right, so let's see who's here. Looks like Fleet Paw is here. Mind, Fear Gal, 5 p.m. down here. Where are you in Australia? Happy New Year, says Aaron, KN, Benjamin, Randy Delp. So cheers to everybody. Happy New Year. Got my Trekyards glass with some Fireball and Coke. And finishing that, I also have some Apple Crown Royal here if anybody wants to do the shot thing. Hit that like button, guys. And let's see what you guys want to talk about. Watching Mandalorian with friends, but wanted to say hi, Happy New Year. Thank you, Hezraz. Look at my hair, man. The New Year's message I sent to the admins took 4 takes to get right, so I'm pretty good for now. Gotcha, Hezraz. I've never seen it before. Never seen The Mandalorian? What? Happy New Year. Did you some Romulan ale, Whiskey Blue? I didn't have any Romulan ale. Ozzy, I wish I did. Hopefully you have a good New Year. Don't know when your New Year's is. Probably in another 2 hours. I think you're 3 hours behind me. Aloha, says Pony Person. Hey, Pony Person. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. And Hezraz is going back to the show. Yes, watch The Mandalorian. It's better than me. So I could put my Mandalorian helmet on for you, though. That might be kind of kinky. But yeah, so just want to know what you guys are all up to on New Year's Eve. Let me know. If this is it, just hanging out with me, that's cool. If you did something earlier and your New Year's is over, that's cool. Like I said, all of our company left and went home. So, yeah. Ozzy says it's in 2 hours. Sweet. Hello all, still got 2 hours. So Mind, Morph, and Ozzy, you guys are in the same time zone, which is awesome. I know I got a lot of people over there on the West Coast that watch the shows, so that's good to know. Funny Person was a bit drunk the last few weeks. Happy New Year's and all that. Yes, John Ballard. Ooh, that's quite a celebratory message, so thank you very much. Yeah, and 2021, seriously, you gotta like do us dirty at the end with the Betty White thing. What is up with that? Don't. Yeah. Kayan says, dude, it's 12:14 a.m. here in Waterville. 12:14. Okay, that's weird. It's a weird time zone. It's 4 p.m. here. Can I get a shout out? Yes, Jeddick Productions. Joseph, how's it going? Commander Khan, or Nan, is back. Hooray, but for how long? Yeah, I saw her in the teaser for the second half of the season. A shout out to my Carly. Hey, Carly, Captain Foley from Canada here. Happy New Year. I know you're like way over the New Year thing because you guys are 15 hours in the future from me, which is cool. How's it feel living in the future? You got flying cars there yet? I don't know, but thank you for joining me and hanging out. Ghost Rider is here. Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full. Are you named after the Ghost Rider from Top Gun, or are you named after the Ghost Rider as in the spirit of vengeance? Let me know, Ghost Rider. Living between Miami and Fort Lauderdale, the fireworks were driving me crazy. Finally over. Sweet. Pretty warm here in Australia. Beach was so inviting at 21 degrees Celsius. Surf cannot be resisted. It's a good temperature for sure. So welcome, Firgal. Oh, pronounced Mindmorph. Mindmorph. There you go. Thank you. Happy New Year's, Captain, Commander, and to the very one on the earth, and to everyone on the earth. If I wasn't with friends, I would be here. Makes me sad to miss, but have fun. Well, thank you, Hezraz. You should be with friends. They're more important than us and me. Ooh, and Ghost Rider is named after Spirits of Vengeance. Fun fact, I am a huge Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance fan. I have a bunch of the old Johnny Blaze comics, as well as the Dan Ketch. Dan Ketch is when I got into it, where they actually teamed up and did the Ghost Rider, Morpheus, Johnny Blaze, the spirits of the Sons of Midnight, Midnight Suns. That's it. Got into all that, so that's cool. No flying cars, but there is hope. Fleet Paw says, I don't think I've drank this much here in a while. Wow. Well, good to see you, Fleet Paw. Thanks for joining. Who is your favorite Enterprise? My favorite Enterprise is the TOS one, or the Refit. Depends on the day, but they're both in that number one slot. They kind of share that slot. They're tied for that. Happy New Year, says Maria. Hello, Maria. Happy New Year to you as well. It's like 7 a.m. here for me. Guess I should do a sleepy horse it. Yes, go to sleep. Riddle me this. What is Nicolas Cage's real last name? He did use it. Don't know, Ozzy. Jadek says, hope you had a nice meal with the missus. Yes, it was fantastic. We go to that steakhouse every year. And, yeah, I mean, my steak was amazing. It was a good meal. And, yeah, so, yeah. See you all in 2022, 11:03 p.m. here. Night, all have fun. Talk to you later. I might be a tad bit buzzed. Nothing wrong with that. I'm a tad bit buzzed right now. Ghost Rider's favorite is the Enterprise E. Expanse last episode was cheater driven. That my brain melted, says Mindmorph. I haven't watched it yet. I watched the first episode of season 6 last night. So yeah. Happy New Year's. Wishing everyone a happy and safe 2022, says BJ Vincent. Eric the Bat says Coppola. FaceTime at Ridgemount High, Nickelodeon Cage. Real name. He is Francis Ford's nephew. Yeah, I knew he was related to Coppola. What is your favorite Star Trek TV series theme? Mine is Voyager. Yes. I would probably also go with Voyager. I think we did rank those at one point. And yeah, Voyager's definitely... Definitely one of the best, yes. He puzzles, it's either the refit or the Enterprise E. Nickelodeon, Cage's real last name is Francisco Coppola. DS9 seasons 1 through 3 is Nick Flipa's favorite theme. Happy New Year from Star Trek Prodigy cast and crew. Well, Aaron, thank you very much. I cannot wait to get back into Prodigy. I really loved Prodigy. I was looking forward all the way leading up to it. I was not disappointed. It is amazing. I can't wait for it to come back. So, thank you, Aaron. Captain, I raise a glass in the hopes that 2022 will kick some stars. I'll drink to that. Cheers. It's my custom-made Trekyards web series glass. I have many Ghost Rider comics from the 70s and recently. There you go. I got like the whole Dan Ketch run and the Midnight Suns. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. With Dark Stalkers, or is it just Stalkers? Because there's Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider, who's Dan Ketch, Morpheus, the Living Vampire. There was a team of 2 detectives that were vampires as well. Which I can't remember what they were. I think Blade was also on the team. Anyway, can't really remember right offhand. John says, what is your favorite starship? Yeah, a lot of favorite starships, so I don't know. Pony Person says, hope you all had a good start to the new year and a nice Miranda or Nebula class starship to start the new year. You did do your top 10 themes. Here's the link. Yes, but we have more themes to add to that now, so will it change? I don't know. Kayan Wethers, did you see the G1 Transformers? Who is your favorite Transformer? Funny enough, I mean, it's a cliche to say that Optimus Prime is. Optimus Prime is obviously awesome. But yes, I did watch G1 growing up. It is like, you gotta love G1. My favorite G1 character, though, was probably Sideswipe. I really liked Sideswipe, mainly because he turned into a Lamborghini Countach, but also I liked the character as well. Wasn't a big fan of Sunstreaker, his brother, but yes, Sideswipe would definitely be my favorite character. I may be buzzed, but I can still find the videos. Good man, good man. Ryan K, a little under an hour left to go here. Cool. Have you read the Star Trek Coda books? I have not, no. And Nicolas Cage's aunt is Rocky's wife from the Rocky movie. Ooh. If you get up to 69 likes, I will run naked up the street and film it for you guys. 100 likes and I won't. Please get 100 likes, guys. Hit that like button. Admiral Saval, Happy New Year, Stuart Foley. Let's hope 2022 is better than 21. Thank you very much, Admiral Saval. Good to see you as well. Haven't talked to you in a while. Mind Morph says, what do people call the process of adding power from a running car battery to a dead car? Here, jumping or boosting? Yeah, jumping. That's what we call it here. Or boosting. Yeah. Usually around here, though, boosting cars is stealing cars. So, but yes, jumpstart. Come and jump my car. Yes, that's what it is. Misha, $10. I haven't had a drink in 6 months. It is no fun. Well, Misha, I haven't seen you in fucking forever. Pardon the pun. But I've watched some of your videos and stuff. You just haven't been on here. But cheers. I will have a drink. There's a half shot of the Crown Royal Apple. Just a small little bottle I picked up. But cheers to you, literally. Cheers. Or cheers. This is actually from Cheers in Boston. So thank you, Misha, for the drink. Remember to hit that like button, folks. Yes, Taylor T, $20. Just joined. Happy New Year. Take a shot of whatever. What are your top 3 improvements for Disco Season 4? The top 3 things that have been done so far. Burnham as captain. She's fantastic as a captain. I'm going to have a shot for that. So thank you. Cheers to you as well. Okay, so I like Burnham as a captain. She actually is acting like a Starfleet captain, which is nice to see. Oh, this fucking Crown Royal apple is good, but not as good as the peach. So yeah, Burnham as captain. I like Zora. I do like that Zora is now, spoilers, Zora is developing. I won't say any more than that. What else do I like from season 4? Tarka. I think the character of Tarka is awesome. So yeah, top 3 things: Burnham as a captain, Zora, and Tarka. Since Star Trek fan since 1974, my favorite starship is a Klingon Bird of Prey, Star Trek 3. Love the Bird of Prey. I love Star Trek 3. It's kind of an underappreciated movie, and I don't know why. It was such a great movie for if you love ships. You got the Oberth, you got the Merchantman ship, you got the Bird of Prey, you got the Excelsior. There's just so much cool stuff in that episode. I did say the Oberth, I believe. Oberth, Bird of Prey, Excelsior, Merchantman. No other really new ships, but I really like Star Trek 3. So, and you've been a fan since 1974. Well, I was born in 1974, so good year. Any plans to do ship videos on older shows like Stargate SG-1 or Stargate Atlantis? I'm sure we will get into Stargate SG-1 and Atlantis at some point. Samuel is a huge fan, as am I. We do have our Fleet Yard spin-off show, but it didn't really generate the views we wanted necessarily, so we didn't really continue it too much. I would like to get back into more of that stuff, but as long as new Trek is on, that's where we're going to dedicate our time, because that's what this channel is specifically, specifically we're about ships, but we kind of had to diversify a little bit, so. Kayan says, please do so. Ghost Rider loves Crown Royal. Good man. Misha, I've had some things to get in order, plus just traveling and little free time. No worries. I've missed you. I've missed you being in the chat and stuff, so it's good to see you back. Happy New Year, man. Jadek says, Stuart, I had an idea to get my name out there. It turns, but I can't do really good impression of characters. So I'm thinking of making comedy podcasts using the characters I developed. Do you think it's a good idea? Well, first off, I think you are a smart, creative, talented person. So you need to stop asking everybody if what you're going to do is a good idea. Just do what you want to do, make it work. If it fails, it fails. You'll learn from that. You move on to the next thing. Make something creative. Stop asking everybody else, especially, in our group. We are there for you to talk to, obviously, but just do it. Because you ask people if it's a good idea, and we don't know the whole situation, so it's hard to gauge a proper response for you. Except for yes, do it. But so just do it, man. It's like Shia LaBeouf. Just do it. What are you waiting for? Do it. Yeah. Star Trek 3 was the first one I saw in theaters. Saw 2 on HBO. Shannon says we got Space Stock and Star Trek 3-2. Happy New Year. Yes, we did. Obviously got that as well, yeah. I can't forget that Star Trek 3 had the year Space Stock. Yep. Pony Person, don't know why it came to mind, but I started STO a few days ago and named my ship the USS Einhorn. Okay. Ryan K says, liked your Fleet Yards videos personally. I did too. A lot of people did. They just weren't getting the views and stuff to warrant keeping doing them. We do have a bunch filmed that are in the bank, but we got stuff filmed from years ago, even for Trekyards, that we haven't, or Samuel hasn't edited yet. I hope to get that rectified at some point, but I do what I can, so. How much have you had to drink tonight, Captain? I've had quite a bit. We had some friends over. We played Cards Against Humanity and had a pretty good time. Everybody just left a little while ago, though, and that's fine. It is what it is. Sylvia's already downstairs. She hasn't been feeling the best the last few days, and for monthly reasons, I guess. So we'll just leave it at that. She's probably in bed right now, but that's why I thought I'd jump on here and do a live with you guys. 45 people here and 38 likes, guys. Let's get those likes up to 50. 12 more likes. Hit that like button, guys. Kyan Weathers, I didn't ask this before, but what video game is your best game? It's the best game you've ever played. Best video game I've ever played. Oh. That's tough. I'd have to go by genre or by system, and even then, I would need to look at the list. I mean, one that I really do like playing on a regular basis is Call of Duty. Well, Call of Duty Warzone, but not the Warzone part. I like the multiplayer. There's been so many great games that I've absolutely loved. Oh, the War for Cybertron. There's a War for Cybertron, the Fall of Cybertron, and some other ones. Those ones were fucking fantastic. If you're a Transformers fan, I honestly can't say what my favorite is, honestly. Rum. Now I must try this Kraken Black Spiced Rum. We'll test now after I unscrew the damn bottle. I have some Kraken Spiced Rum. It is fucking phenomenal. It's great with Coke. Admiral Kirk steals Doc Brown's Klingon bird of prey. Yes. Jadek says, I'm scared that I'll fuck it up. That's the only way you can do things, though. You just jump into it. Like I said, you learn more from your mistakes and your failures than you do from your successes. So jump into it. If it doesn't work out, make small tweaks, do some things, change it up, start again. Don't worry about fucking it up. If you have a specific idea and you want to run it by some people, like the details of it, then yes, that's probably a good idea. Or film something and then show it to people and see what they think and what kind of improvements they can offer. I've done that for you multiple times when you were first getting into 3D modeling and stuff, as well as some of your other creative endeavors. So yeah, I'm always willing to help out, but it becomes such a blanket statement at some points where you ask so many times and it's like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Just go ahead and do it. Be creative. Trekyards was just us being creative, and look what happened with that. So I mean, it's important to just put yourself out there and try new things. So Ghost Rider, I'm learning Klingon war songs. Misha, thank you. Sincerely, I appreciate that. I have watched your videos, just rarely been here for them live. Things should calm down now. Lord, I hope at least. Well, good to see you, Misha. Pardon the pun again. I love you, and keep doing the content you're doing. Love that as well, and look forward to seeing you on more lives and hanging out with you. Nice smooth chocolate aftertaste. For what, Mind Morph? Oh, the Kraken. Yeah. Kraken will knock you on your ass, though, if you don't pay attention. It tastes so good. And then all of a sudden, it's like you're down. The victory song, Kapla. Pony Person, best Star Trek game for me was Elite Force 2. Elite Force 2 was good. Elite Force 1 was better, though. Elite Force 1 had a better premise, a better natural flowing storyline. Elite Force 2 seemed a little forced. The graphics were better, but the game itself was a lot shorter, and the whole premise seemed a little forced. So honestly, the best Star Trek game for me, one of them is Starfleet Command Volume 2. Really love that game. But it's very similar to Starfleet Battles, the tabletop game, and that's why I really like it, I think. There have been other great Star Trek games. I didn't know if you were talking specifically Star Trek, but the one from DS9, Soldiers of the Empire, I guess. I don't know. Turd Ferguson, just got here, so don't murder me for asking. First episode of Book of Boba Fett. I thought it was great. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was very short, though. It was like 34 minutes or something. Way too short, but really good. That's what people have been wanting to see forever, and I loved it. And I did a whole live on it talking about it. So, yeah. Happy New Year's. Thank you very much. Kashink? 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 Sounds like a sword fight. I think the song's from TNG. Matt Deckard says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Matt. Good to see you, man. We still need to have a Sherlock Holmes discussion at some point. Fleet Paw, the one where Worf got captured by the Romulans. Oh, it's a question. The one where Worf got captured by the Romulans? Captain Ron Phillips, missed opportunity on last Disco episode. Burnham could have explained the DMA first contact option. No different than Archer and NX-01 investigating the probe attack and finding Xindi in Enterprise Season 3. Totally agree, man. Klingon Academy was Matt Deckard's favorite game. Good game. I never really played that, though. I played Starfleet Academy when I was younger, so... Misha, and hey, don't worry about fucking up. I embarrass myself daily with my camera skills, but I have fun, and it's the one thing that I do that lets me relax a bit. It's all good if you're having fun. So there you go, Jadek. Misha understands what I'm talking about, and he's absolutely right. Star Trek Bridge Command was the ultimate Star Trek game, in my opinion. Says Pony Person. Yeah, it was pretty good. Star Trek Bridge Crew was good. I wouldn't say I didn't get into it. I did own it. I did play it a lot. I didn't get into the mods for it, like the downloadable stuff. Samuel has since hooked me up with that shit. I just haven't had a lot of chance to play it. But yes, it's one of the best combat simulators for sure. And even the different bridges you can use and stuff. So, Taylor T, $20. Time to get you more drunk, sir. Take a shot. What are some things you would like to see in the next season of Lower Decks? Likewise, what are some things you'd like to see in Strange New Worlds? Well, I will take a shot. Cheers. Even says cheers. It's so fucking awesome. Things I'd like to see in Lower Decks. I want to see like legacy characters like Ensign Kim, hopefully Lieutenant Kim or something at this point. The EMH. I want to see a cameo from Samuel and myself. It's a distinct possibility for season 3. We talked to Mike McMahon. Who knows if it'll happen, but it's kind of on the cards, maybe. I would like to see that. I would like to see Mariner and Jennifer have a relationship. I wouldn't mind seeing another Cerritos refit. I want to see more of the Titan. I want to see the other Boimler, the transporter clone Boimler, and what he's up to, what he's been doing, things like that. So, and from Strange New Worlds, I'd like to see Prime Lorca. I think Prime Lorca should show up for that. Wouldn't mind Giorgio coming back for that, for an episode or two. I want to see good episodic storytelling from Strange New Worlds. He now has Book of Foley. Yeah, if I do reviews of the Book of Boba Fett, I'll call it the Book of Foley or something, because Ozzy is a genius and came up with that name. So, the big exclusive. Did you know Mass Effect was really meant to be a Star Trek game, but they couldn't secure the Star Trek license, so they made their own property instead of the original ideas? I did not know that. That is, in fact, a big exclusive. Big exclusive. Scarpads comic treks. The biggest thing I want to see from Star Wars series is the war against the Empire and another angle other than the Skywalkers. SC Scout Guy, Star Trek Legacy has always been one of my favorites. Star Trek Legacy is pretty good. Just because they got the voice casts of all the captains. The combat's all right. I liked it because it was on the console. That's the only reason that I ever got an Xbox 360 was to play Star Trek Legacy. I do have it for the computer as well. And there's one for the PlayStation 2 called Star Trek Encounters, I believe, which is kind of their version of Legacy. Different combats, like gameplay altogether, but really good still. Homeworld with Star Trek mods, best game ever, best Trek game ever. Also, the BSG mod was awesome as well. Haven't tried that. Let's see, Lieutenant Commander Kim. The man deserves it. If the disco people get it, he should. Happy New Year to the best Trek channel on YouTube, says Laughable Larry. Well, thank you, Laughable Larry. We really appreciate that. Happy New Year to you as well. Pony Person, I remember having a Daedalus class from Stargate to battle some Klingons was a lot of fun. Mind Morph says, just took a sip. Gonna take some friends snowshoeing. It snowed 4 feet in 2 days. Holy shit. We got like no snow out there at all. It's really mild up here. Captain Foley and Samuel will totally be a pair of dolphins on the Cerritos. No. Recommend his book, Klingon Fleet Star Trek Shipyards. Did you try Starfleet Commanders? What do you mean? Foley Fett. Trekyards, Happy New Year, says Marvel Cuphead. And Happy New Year to everyone, and hi, everyone. So thank you very much, Marvel Cuphead. Cayenne Weathers says hi, hello. Fleet Plus says horny ones at that. Okay. Encounters was great, says Joshua. Pony Person, in regards to looks, Star Trek Legacy was great, but Encounters was more fun. I don't know about that. The targeting and stuff in Encounters is interesting. It's a totally different gameplay. They're both really good for their own reasons. I have them both. I've tried streaming them both, but I had issues with my streaming software when I did. Yeah, I mean they're both good. I wish the PS5 had more backwards compatibility, so I could just whip in a PS2 disc and be on my way. But unfortunately, not really the case. We need a Miles O'Brien series. I feel like Lower Decks kind of set this up for us. I mean, maybe a little. Star Trek Invasion was fun, if I recall. Star Trek Invasion on the PS2 was interesting. You're in Starfleet. Well, you're in fighters, like smaller ships. There's Starfleet fighters. There's Klingon ones. Kind of a mirror universe story. The cutscenes are great. The initial story is great. Seeing the mirror universe Monster Maroon style uniforms was also awesome. That's a super hard game. There's cheat codes for it, and I had to cheat to get through the game, but you got classic Connies, you've got Doomsday Machines, you've got a whole bunch of really cool stuff in that game. So yes, Invasion was good. As for snow, we have plenty. Come get some. No thanks, we're good. So what would 2022 be in a star date? I don't know. Stargates are all relative to your position in the galaxy from the galactic center as well, so it's hard to determine. There are Stargate. There are star date calendars online where you can type in the date you want, and it'll translate it to a star date for you. The Mando skeleton hands. Misha, $10. One of us should be drinking at least. Why can't you drink, Misha? You haven't let me in on that little secret. But I will have half a shot for the $10 super chat. So cheers to you, Misha. Chink. This coupled with all the other drinks I had tonight, tomorrow is going to be a write-off for me. Ghost Rider, Disney ruined Star Wars. They didn't, though. I can see why some people might say that. Hold on, the Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel is a fucking failure. But I think Mando, like The Mandalorian, Boba Fett, are great. The movies, yeah, I mean, The Force Awakens was pretty good. The other ones, not so much. So, Laughable Larry read a theory that the anomaly was linked to the aliens in the TNG conspiracy episode. Thought it was interesting. Yeah, we've talked about that quite a bit on our lives. It would be kind of a neat tie-in. I don't think that's necessarily the case, but a lot of people have been linking it to V'ger, or perhaps even, I just lost my train of thought. Or the people that created the Doomsday Machine from the TOS episode. because that came from outside our galaxy. Taylor T says, Misha's got the right idea. What, getting me drunk? That's not cool. Fleet Pa, you and Sam being dolphins on the Cerritos, you two could be horny dolphins. Well, I am horny, but I wouldn't want to be horny with Sam, is what I'm saying. I would just say keep an eye out in season 3. There might be, who knows what you'll see. Misha, I wish I had a PS5. I wish the PS5 had Braille. I do have a PS5, and yeah, it doesn't have Braille. So, good old gaming just released a ton of Star Trek games. Yeah, I've got them all. Only thing is my Armada 2, I installed it, went to play it, and it goes to a black screen. You can still hear the game running. You can hear it like when you move the cursor around, you can hear it like clicking on things, but it's just a black screen, so I can't get that to work. Armada 1 works fine. All the other ones like Starfleet Command, and I've got them all on my computer. Anyway, they all work fine, except for Armada 2 doesn't really work. Oh, you're thinking of Shattered Universe. Yes, I am thinking of Shattered Universe, Ryan. Shit. Invasion. Which one is Star Trek Invasion? Give me a brief synopsis of Star Trek Invasion so I can remember which one that one is. Sorry, yeah, you're right. I am thinking of Shattered Universe. Turd says, well, I would love to see a Cole Meany's Chief O'Brien show. He had zero need of returning to Trek. He's doing quite well for himself. Yes, this is true, but still, O'Brien for the win. But Invasion did have fighters too. Okay. I know the name Invasion. I just can't think of the game right now. So does the new James Webb Telescope find the first Klingons, Vulcan, or Ferengi? No. Kayan says, what time did you start live streaming? Like 12:50 something a.m. my time. So, yeah, not too long ago. I'm everyone's designated driver tonight. Misha, I don't want you driving me anywhere. No offense, my friend. Taylor T, do you have any Pedialyte? Great way to help avoid a hangover. Just have a drink of it before you start drinking, and at least before you go to bed. I usually just drink water, but I don't have Pedialyte, no. Mindmore says, dudes can't get of my house. Thank God I left my shovel standing up. Oh, you can't get out of your house. Shit. We've had snowstorms like that here. A few years ago, there was a huge snowstorm that was like fucking 5 feet of snow or whatever. It's called Snowmageddon. It was awful. It really fucked the infrastructure of the city. But yeah. Mark Lawrence, $5. Happy New Year's, man. Was on a video call with some family. Good to see you, Mark. Happy New Year to you. I know it's going to be New Year's for you in an hour, half an hour, someone soon. I don't know. Happy New Year's, though. In terms of powerful species that could create the DMA, what about the species that built the Guardian of Forever? That's pretty crazy tech, considering 31st century tech still couldn't figure it out. Yeah. Bill Alborn, Happy New Year's, Captain. Catch you in the rewatch. Getting late for me. All right, Bill. See you later. Thank you so much for joining. And hello, Bill, because you're watching the rewatch. Love you, man. Turd Ferguson, I did not see the latest Disco review, so the Ryza scientist is not from Ryza. I will bet the DMA and his friend at the end. He blows up his own universe. Okay, if you listen carefully, he is from the Discovery universe. He says, I want to go home to my new home. It's not clear whether his friend, who knows, well, they figured out about these other universes and the quantum signatures. It's not clear if his friend is from that universe. At first, I thought he was from the other universe because he did say, I want to go home. But then he says his new home. It's very, very confusing and convoluted writing. So yeah, he is from Ryza, but just the Discovery universe one. But it sounds like he's from another universe when he's not. He's just trying to get to another universe. Burnham said about the same thing that Spock did. She couldn't figure out it was a life form or machine. Captain Foley, did you recommend Star Trek Fleet Command game? No, Fleet Command's fucking awful. I would never play Fleet Command. I played it for 5 minutes and gave the fuck up. I just can't, I don't have the patience for it. So I would not recommend Fleet Command, no. Kayan says, why not call it Track and Wars instead of Trekyards? Just a question you don't have to answer. Track and Wars. I mean, Trek and Wars? Because the original concept of the channel was to focus on the starships of Star Trek. Hence, the Trek, like Star Trek, and then shipyards, so Trekyards. That's why. Fleet Yards, because we wanted to incorporate other sci-fi franchises, so it's just about ships, so fleet and then yards, you know, so. You can see the pug's butt now. Hey, don't the Gabriel Bell riots happen in 2 years according to DS9? Yes. We're also going to see the sanctuary districts in Picard season 2. So it'll be interesting to see how that ties in. Invasion should be Worf on the USS Typhon. Invasion is the one where you're on a huge carrier ship and Worf is the captain. I remember the carrier ship, the Typhon. We've done a video on it, but I do not remember Worf being captain. I don't remember that game. I don't know if I've played that game. But I'm sure I've played Invasion. Invasion. Okay, Shattered Universe is definitely interesting. Yeah, it's fucking hard though. You do have to use the cheat codes. Trek Invasion was the one with the Federation carrier, Commander Worf. It was an okay game, original PlayStation game. So it was the PS1. They never say who created the Doomsday Machine. No, they didn't, but they did say it was from another galaxy. It was from outside our galaxy. So a lot of people are using that as a, this is the same people. Pony Person, hope all of you have a great new Stardate. I, for one, has had a bit too much Romulan ale. Better retire to my quarters. All you, Captain, and a good year. Well, see you later, Pony Person. I also have had a lot to drink, but that's okay. Gatorade works to keep hangovers at bay. Foley, I will be drinking some after the live. Yeah, even just water does as well. Got a tickle in my throat from my sore throat a few days ago. Andrew Prime, Happy New Year, Captain. Happy New Year to you as well. Fleet Paw says, I remember Snowmageddon, couldn't get it out of the house for 2 days. It sucked. I hate snow. Mark Lawrence, well, I'm still in Texas, same time zone as you, I think. Eastern Standard Time, then yes. Happy New Year to you. You're in Central, Stewart is in Eastern, Mark. Okay, so, yeah, you just had your, yeah, you're like an hour behind me then. I'm now know who the Mando skeleton hands. Okay, Ozzy. Misha, being serious, a friend needed to go sober. Said help with that. I hadn't had booze here for a bit. That's good. Good, Misha. Dez says, Happy New Year, Captain. Happy New Year to you as well. Pug butt, LOL. So you like American cars. So what's your 60, 70 Italian comparison? I don't understand the question. Mind morph. World War III starts in 2025, remember? Yeah. Or 1996, depending on what you believe. Bill 4393, Happy New Year, Stuart. Have you watched the new Matrix movie yet? I haven't. No. Anyone seen Cobra Kai season 4 yet? I haven't yet. No. That just dropped today. I will be watching it though. I want to get through season 6 of The Expanse first, then I'll get into Cobra Kai season 4 because I have watched all the other seasons. So, well, speaking of the Typhon from Star Trek Invasion, here's the video of the Typhon from Trekyards. Thank you, Fleetpaw. Taylor says, I'm up for the night. Thanks all for all the fun this year. Good night, all. Good night. And we have another year coming of great content, so please join us. Area 51, San Francisco seems to be on track to those sanctuary districts to be an actual thing, unfortunately. K.N. Weathers, live long and prosper, Captain. Be safe out there, and Happy New Year. Bill says, has Stewart seen Spider-Man No Way Home and the Book of Boba Fett episode yet? I've seen both. I've seen No Way Home twice now. I've seen the Book of Boba Fett first episode 3 times. Misha, $5. Peanut is also still right here. Peanut, who wants to go outside, Peanut? I'm not talking to you, Pug. Do you want a treat, Peanut? The Pug's on the other couch like, Outside? Treats? Those are words I know. Thank you very much, Misha, for the drink. I figured it was a good segue. Got to pimp the channel after all. Thanks, Fleetpaw. Bill, 43938. How many episodes left of the current season of Discovery? Plus, will there be any short treks? No short treks that I've heard of, but season 4 of Discovery has 13 episodes. So they just did episode 7, so there's still another 6 episodes to go, if my math is correct. But we got to go through some episodes of Prodigy first before Discovery returns. So. Ross Chevalier. Très bon année 2022. JT Suhat toutes les bonheurs. I probably totally butchered your fucking language, which I believe is French, but I tried. Yeah, fuck Eric the Bat, but not Peanut Hamper. I hate Peanut Hamper with a passion. Subraxis. Nope, the World War III related conflicts will start in 2026, not 2025. World War III proper will last from 2049 to 2053. That's depressing. Thank you. Turd Ferguson. LA already has sanctuary districts. LAPD keeps poor and homeless corralled in a couple of square blocks of LA, and LA actually tried to put up fences. Dez says, just watched Ghostbusters Afterlife earlier tonight. Wow, nostalgia, and teared up a few times, LOL. Yes, movies don't make me cry. I cried during Ghostbusters Afterlife. So, Ozzy says in one universe we was post to be con in 1992, 1999, Eugenics Wars. Carlos A. Smith says short treks are done. They are not coming back. That's sad. I really like the short trek idea. So, Bill says, by the way, Stuart, I'm also watching the current season of The Expanse. It's great. Well, episode 1 of season 6 was great, yes. Ryan K., 13 episodes is not a season, in my opinion. It's better than 10 episodes, which we've had before, so let's not complain too much. But you're right, it should be at least 24 to 26 episodes. Definitely feeling my alcohol. And that's fine. Jonathan says, Happy New Year. Well, Happy New Year to you as well, Jonathan. Thank you for joining. We have 62 likes with 40 people here. That's awesome. Although I want to ask, can we get another 6 likes? No, that's not right. Math. Fuck's sakes. I want to hit 75 likes, so I want 12 more likes because we're at 63 right now. May the new year offers new journeys and challenges. Journeys, yes. Challenges, I don't care for the challenges. Eric the Bat, the vapes. Yeah, this one's, well, this is NV Apex, which is 2,500 puffs, and it's called Burst, which tastes like those lick-a-stick powdered sugar or pixie sticks, I guess. That's what it tastes like. My normal go-to one is banana ice, but yeah, I'm not gonna talk about this too much because I didn't smoke anything until I was like 34. But Fleet Paw says, I've seen some shows that have 5 to 8 episodes per season. I'll take 13 over that. But with Star Trek, the old format, 24 to 26 shows, was better, I gotta say. Des, did you say after Ghostbusters Afterlife credits was over? Or did you stay to see them? Yes. There's a mid-credits scene and there's a post-credits scene. And everyone in the theater that we were in left, except for Sylvie and myself. We were the only ones that saw the post-credits scene. So... the friend I watched Ghostbusters with as a kid passed away years ago, so I understand tearing up. Oh, Misha, that's sad. Mine tastes like cotton candy. It's kind of what this one tastes like a little bit, but Bill 4393. Any new Transformers figures? By the way, I've ordered the Transformers crossover Jurassic Park figures. The robot ones don't look that great, but the T-Rex and Jurassic Park vehicles look cool. I've seen those. I'm not really interested. Any new Transformers figures? Not really. No. Joshua Farrow, I was wondering if you knew where I could find how fast Star Wars sublight engines were in kilometers per second. I want to do a Star Trek versus Star Wars comparison. Joshua, I don't know. There's probably a lot of online resources for that. I think Anti-Trekker, or he's now Salty Trekker, but at the time he was Anti-Trekker, did a video on that very thing, and it was quite compelling, actually. So I would suggest checking that out, or at least going and subscribing to his channel. Fleetbus says, I don't disagree. I too would prefer 20 to 26 episodes a season. Yeah, unfortunately, the new way that they make shows, that's not really the case. I've heard that The Expanse, season 6, only has 6 episodes, which is fucking bullshit, by the way, but it is what it is, so. Carlos A. Smith says, Trek shows are nowadays too expensive, almost at $9 million a piece, episode-wise. Just imagine if 24 episodes were done. Well, I wouldn't mind them taking the cost per episode and just reducing it per episode. I mean, the effects in the 90s were amazing. They were a lot cheaper. So I don't have a problem with it looking less cinematic. I'd prefer more episodes to more cinematic special effects, personally. I have an imagination. I see what's on the screen in Voyager and stuff, and it's like, that's good enough. A, that's good enough. B, I can imagine how it would look better. I don't need cinematic special effects in every fucking episode. Just saying, you know? And you know, with the old seasons of Trek, they kind of spent their money at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the season. The middle shows, there were obviously some hits and misses, and there's a lot cheaper episodes like bottle shows that you see kind of in the mid-season points. So the way they allocated their money was interesting back then. I'd have no problem with them doing that again. It's pouring here with rain, says Ozzy. Oh no. More episodes with more ships. Yes, more ships is a must. Happy New Year, Captain Foley from London, but the one in England. Been a subscriber since 2014. Will Scott Bell from Starship Dynamics. Finally released schematics for your class. Love you, man. He has been working on them. I think a year ago he messaged me that he was going to get to work on it. I haven't heard since. He's a good guy. He's got a lot going on in his life, though, so I'm in no real rush. But yes, schematics for the Foley class by him. are on the horizon at some point. I need to kind of follow up with him now that you mentioned it. So thank you for mentioning it. Hopefully I'll remember tomorrow. Benjamin. I thought the Voyager crash looked better than the Discovery's crash. Voyager crash was awesome. We did a whole episode talking to Rob Bonchoon about that crash of Voyager in the episode. I believe it's called Timeless, where it crashes into the ice. And he was the visual effects supervisor on the show. So he had some really great stuff to talk about. And there is that episode out there. Fleet Paul will probably look it up for you right now. That designer guy says, playing a lot of Star Trek Online, and I feel that they take great care on the ship designs, maybe more than some of the current shows. Yeah, Thomas Maroney and the team that do the ships for Star Trek Online do a fantastic job. We've had Thomas Maroney on the show multiple times. We've talked about Star Trek Online ships multiple times. A lot of thought, love, care, dedication goes into those ships. And I really appreciate the Star Trek Online team for that. So. What was bad about this Trek effects in the 90s was that sometimes the effects didn't match the dialogue. That's because they were really rushed for time. These days, they take their time on a show. Like they have months to do the special effects. Back then, it was every week. We need new ships. We need new effects. If they didn't have the time, they would rush it a little bit, but who cares? It was great. Titan's Husky Life, you really should consider Twitch streaming. I was just watching my RL neighbor friend stream some. No offense to him, drunk lameness, and still has lots of views. You probably would. Well, Trekyards does have a Twitch channel. We just never use it. Twitch is more for gaming and stuff. I don't like the Twitch subscriber thing. I don't like a lot of things about Twitch. So kind of stuck in our ways. We're old men yelling at the fucking clouds, you know, or the kids, get off our lawn. So yeah, I mean, we could probably diversify a little bit on Twitch, but I don't really feel like I want to, you know. Explode with viewers. Bill 4393, really the anomaly in Discovery kind of looks like a giant eye. Yes, it does. Ozzy, I did rewatch Enterprise Dead Stop episode. It's a good episode. Kashink, wonder if Lower Decks Galaxy class is going to look like All Good Things. No, I don't think it will. Mind Morph, if I was a bag of mashed potatoes and fell off, let's say that Dubai Tower thing. What? Fun fact, your stomach only recognizes potatoes as mashed. Think about that. Fleet Pod, the battle between the Borg, Tactical Cube, and Voyager in Matrix Zero comes to mind. Ozzy says at the end of the episode, the station was rebuilding itself. Yes, much like the movie Christine, the Stephen King movie Christine, where the car gets crushed, but you see like the radio come on, like a little piece of metal move. Carlos A. Smith, almost every TV show now is high def these days. It would be very hard to pass on off less visually pleasing. I disagree, Carlos. I fucking totally disagree. But anyway. Would I turn to dust? Or gust? I don't know, Mind Morph. I don't know what you're talking about. Bill 4393. Well, Disco has a JJ verse version. Kind of look about it in terms of effects. Yes, it does. Fleetpaw says, Foley asks and he gets what he asked for. Interview with Rob Bonchoon with the Voyager crash and Timeless. Thank you very much, Fleetpaw. That's awesome. It's a good episode. Rob Bonchoon is a good friend of both Samuel and myself. A good guy and very good discussion. So please click that link after this live is over. Check out that video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. We're at 71 likes. I want 4 more likes. Get to 75 if we can, please, guys. Another $20 in super chats would be amazing. I didn't expect to get any super chats tonight, really, but you guys have really come through, so please buy me another drink or two. Knock me out for the night. Jeff says, happy 2022, Captain Foley. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Jeff. Much appreciated. You guys are the ones that make the channel go. We don't. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have a channel. We wouldn't be making content. So, well, we probably would, but we would probably make it regardless because we love it. We just wouldn't make so much of it. Carlos says, folks came from Bad Robot to work on Secret Hideout. Yes, there is a JJ vibe to the look. Yeah. Subraxis, the Voyager crash was a real footage of exploding salt and some powder juxtaposed with CGI effects. I watched the episode of yours with Mr. Bonchoon. Awesome. Misha, $5 ship chat. I got the $23.99 Warbird from Eagle Moss, and I strangely kind of like it. I got it too. I love it. It's fucking great. It's one of my favorites. I love the design of the Romulan warbirds or bird of prey, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, awesome. Bill says, by the way, Superman and Lois series is being shown on BBC One in the UK. Cool, it's a good series. Mine more, 5 minutes here. Happy New Year. Oh yeah, it's almost New Year for you guys. Well, there you go. Misha, wait, who was doing some running? Over 69 likes. We're at 72 likes right now. We need 3 more likes to get to 75. Hit that like button if you're one of the people that hasn't hit like. We're at 73 now, 74 now. 1 more like, guys. You could be the one that throws us over the top. 75, there we go. Perfect. Keep hitting that like button though if you haven't. Let's get up to 100 now. We're at 76 right now. We can get to 100. Let's do it. Turd Ferguson, fun fact, HBO's autopsy series showed how a murder was solved because French fries survived in your stomach about an hour. Could be wrong on an actual time. Tracked murderer back to the dinner. Ooh, very cool. Zachary Gibbons, honestly, with the post-burn, I don't know how the vote would turn out to destroy or make first contact. Glad they went with first contact. There should have been another option, though. First contact with Tarka's weapon as a backup, just in case they're hostile. That designer guy throws in a $10 super chat, which is amazing. Trekyards for the win. That's another half shot for me. Which is going to get really... Not really a half shot. It's close enough. I didn't want to get too fucking wasted. But thank you very much, that designer guy. Broken speaker, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, Stuart, says Matt. Happy New Year to you too, Matt. Good to see you. Bill says, I just hit like. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Perilous Turtle says, hey, cat. Hey, Perilous Turtle, how's it going? Oh my God, I'm really feeling my alcohol. Oh. Fun fact. Something else I did last night. I started rewatching Discovery from season 1. I gotta say, man, those first 2 episodes are fucking rough. Episode 3 kind of gets good where you get introduced to Lorca, the Discovery, Tilly, Stamets. Love all those characters. And there's an air of mystery around Discovery. The black badges, the brand new ship, 300 plus scientific experiments being conducted at one time, broke a record for Starfleet. Really great stuff in episode 3. I'm just starting episode 4. I want to rewatch Discovery. But those first 2 episodes are fucking rough. The Shinjo, Takuvama. Ugh. I wanted to enjoy it, but the Takuvama shit, the Klingon shit, it just did not work. They should not have done those as the first 2 episodes. There should have been flashbacks like interspersed throughout. They should have introduced Discovery from the episode 1, and they didn't, and that was a big mistake. Ryan K says, Happy New Year. Insert proper sound effects here. Stuart, if only the new Trek movie was closer than it actually is. Sigh. Right? Mind Morph, I'm going to take a shot of that black rum for every 5 minutes. Tell me to stop. Stop. Don't get fucking wasted. Fleetpaw, want me to do that next full shot with you, Stuart, so you don't have to suffer alone? Up to you, Fleetpaw. I don't want to make you in pain. Broken speaker, no celebration drink for me tonight. I had a case of extreme indigestion this evening. Oof, that's rough. Jonathan, I know that in the 90s, the Star Trek production was an intense long day of writers and actors. I wouldn't want them to burn out, but they need to get the higher quality out of 12 episodes. Agreed. Matt Boardman, what's sad is that the scripts for the first 2 episodes are so much better than what they got on screen. I don't know if I believe you, Matt. Matt, I love you. I trust you. But, oh my God, I don't give a fuck about Takuvama and his bushka, ashunda kaishalo kuchito, ushta klingosto, enoklaka teles. Go fuck yourself. It's boring as fuck. You needed to start with Discovery. No one gives a flying fuck about the Shinjo or Giorgio. Sorry. No, it's Michael's story of how she became a mutineer. Don't care. Move on. Let's get to Lorca. Let's get to the good shit. The only good thing about season 1 of Disco was Lorca and the ships. Matt Boardman, I still have my scripts from when I was on the show. Matt, man, I want to see that shit. Donnie says, Happy 2022. Hope everyone is well. It's still 2021 here in Western Washington. Broken speaker, remember though, in the 90s they had to finish an episode per week. Exactly. Which was better because they didn't fucking milk things and take too much time on things. Bill says, by the way, Stuart, is there any info anywhere that states that Discovery can actually land on the planet? Not that I'm aware of, but... Zachary Gibbons, the horrible Klingons with the horrific sounding Klingon language. Ugh, season 1 was so bad. Sabraxis, Ash Tyler, in the name of Takuvama, I will end you now. Carlos says, it was a big mistake. We longer see the Klingons now, and no mention of them in the future. Yes, no mention of the Klingons. They wouldn't even vote on the DMA thing. Oof. It's because they fucked themselves. They fucked themselves by redesigning them. Know that they pissed everybody off, and they don't want to like double down on the fact that yes, we can't change them. It's like, yes, you can. Just change them back. It's quick and easy. Just do it. Fleetpaw says, I think the best part about episodes 1 and 2 were the Shinjo and the spoken Klingon. Giorgio and Saru were good too, though. Saru wasn't quite Saru yet. Giorgio is just fucking annoying. There's a few things I can cherry pick about episode 1 and 2 that I like. But overall, I went into it wanting to enjoy it. I'm like, I'm just going to fucking enjoy this. I'm not going to review it. I'm just going to watch it. And it's like, oh my God. Like halfway, or not even halfway. At the start of episode 2, I was like on my phone going, this is fucking boring as fuck. Once episode 3 hits, it's like, oh, that's pretty interesting. And Sylvia, Tilly, oh my God. I love me some season 1 and 2 Sylvia Tilly, I gotta tell you. Fleetpaw, I think the best part about episodes 1 and... Oh, I read that one already, never mind. Well, yes, the Who Takuba stuff was garbage. Turd Ferguson. Kirish mush mouth. Mumble, next week on Discovery. The designer guy, Discovery is like wine, it got better with age. Yeah, it's definitely better now. Fleet Paw says, but then again, I'm a weirdo who speaks Klingon, so of course I'm going to like the spoken Klingon. But was it fucking Klingon, though? Like, the line deliveries were so stilted. It wasn't like this Klingon we've heard before, like in TNG and stuff, where it's like flowing and it fucking sounds like a language. Takuvama was very Arstush Dalikdokta Ish Martakaki Utoshakala Kailash. It's like, can you learn your lines of dialogue without sounding like a fucking robot? I don't think so. It's like, fuck off, dude. Dude. Donnie says, binge watched season 4 of Cobra Kai on Netflix. It was kick butt. I'm loving it. Don't worry, I will avoid spoilers. Yeah, I got to get into it. I've seen all the other seasons. I'm looking forward to season 4. So, Bill, anyone know when the latest season of Orville is coming out? Because I'm hankering for some more Orville. March. That designer guy, I did like how Starfleet was like, we want peace, but the Klingon was like, F that. And the lie they tell, we come in peace. And then fucking Giorgio shows up on the comms and talks to the 24 houses of the Klingon Empire. And it's like, Kuma's like, oh, here it comes. We're the Federation, and we come in peace. Ah, they're fucking lies. Fuck them and their Federation. It's like, yeah. So if anybody has any questions about how Star Trek is an ensemble affair, watch the comic relief next gen thing. You are instantly, even with the absurd premise, because it is a well-oiled acting machine. Season 1 Discovery Klingon design was ugly. Yes, even fucking Laurel. She's in the first two episodes. It's like, what the fuck happened to you? They softened her up so much by the end of season 2. It's like, holy Christ. You guys fucking course corrected. And that was a Brian Fuller thing. Brian Fuller fucked the Klingons over. Huge. But they had to course correct from that as they went. And it's sad as fuck. What are the chances of Commander Cocky saying Kailash? Kailash. Pretty good. So Discovery Shuttle Bay doors open when it is in park. Sabraxis, I remember you, Captain, from back in 2017 when the very first teaser for Discovery landed and you live streamed your immediate reaction and you were friggin' disturbed because everything was redesigned. Yeah. I mean, if they had said from the beginning, this is a reboot, this is a reimagined prime timeline, this is something new, we would have been like, okay, you did a good job, that's fun, reimagined, redesigned, good job. But then they're like, no, this is definitely the prime timeline. This happens 10 years before Kirk and Spock. You're like, you get the fuck out. I have no problem with it happening 10 years before Kirk and Spock in an altered timeline or a different timeline, different reality, the Discoverse, if you will. But don't tell me it's prime timeline and that things look like that. And I don't buy this whole explanation. Like even Sean Ferret from Trek Culture, when he came on, was like, I'll fight anyone that says that the 1960s aesthetic can look good today. It fucking can, okay? Just slight little redesigns, but pay homage to the original. Don't fucking redesign everything in holographic displays and holographic communications with Admiral Anderson and shit like that. It's like, no, that's fucking bullshit. You done fucked up, guys. It's not prime timeline. I'm so sorry to say it, but you fucked up. Carlos says, is it possible they got the IP license yanked for the Klingons? The more you look at it, it does look like a total removal. They're going to have some explanation. I don't know. Fleetbus says, I have read that due to the prosthetics the Klingon actors had to wear in their mouths, it affected how they were able to deliver the lines. Yes, that's why they sound like they're... Sounds like they have fucking 4 cocks in their mouth, 2 of which have ejaculated. I shouldn't do lives when I've been drinking, but this is how I fucking feel. Jesus Christ. And the Orville will only be on Hulu. Yes. Yeah, the JJ Klingons looked so weird. Matt Boardman, my girlfriend's ex-husband was the stunt fight coordinator for the first 3 seasons of Cobra Kai. Oh, that's cool. Fleetpaw, if I recall, the Klingon Language Institute wasn't happy about it. Neither were the language coaches, but don't quote me on that. No, I'd fucking buy that 100%, Fleetpaw. Anorexic, I like that name. With 2 episodes left in The Expanse, which will leave the Orville as the only true to self space heavy sci-fi show, or am I missing any of their shows? I don't know. It took me forever to catch up on The Expanse and shit, so I don't know if there are other sci-fi shows out there. If you haven't watched, you need to watch Lost in Space on Netflix. It's fucking great. There's 3 seasons and it's great. It's great. Bill 4393. Yeah, Star Trek Enterprise had touchscreen tech, but it was set way before Kirk era. Yeah, but it looked like a precursor to TOS. Even though Enterprise itself fucked the canon. Like, Enterprise, the series, roofied the Star Trek canon and then totally took advantage of it and fucked it. And we sat there. I was not a fan of Enterprise at the time because it's like, this doesn't fucking fit in the timeline. Okay, the events of First Contact changed things. Okay, fine. It's a branch. It's a split off of the original timeline. Cool. I can deal with this. Yes, that's good. And Enterprise, in comparison now, is fucking phenomenal. You had people working on the show that cared about it, cared about the canon, cared about how things should look. They tried their best. Good job. But Broken Speaker throws in $5. I am back around to thinking more of a failure of STD should be laid at Fuller's feet. Kurtzman is still a total hack, but even hacks sometimes do okay. Discovery, I would lay at Kurtzman's feet, but yeah, at Fuller's feet. I'll lay everything at Kurtzman's feet because the guy's an asshole. Kunstman. He was responsible for the abomination that was the Transformers movies and the reboot for that. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Put the fucking franchise down and back away. And then he fucked 2009 Star Trek because him and Roberta Orsi fucking worked on it and they didn't know fuck all about Star Trek or didn't care, and they fucked it hardcore. Sorry, I'm getting kind of graphic with the language, but I really don't care because I've been drinking, so it's fine. This is how I feel. Kunstman is an asshole, and I want to punch him in the fucking head. So, there you go. I'll have a drink because you super chatted as well. $5, thank you. Misha, it's good. It's called Good Captain. At least Discovery makes Enterprise look better. Shrug. Yes. Makes Enterprise look fucking phenomenal is what it does. Des says, hey Matt, just wondering if you knew any special effects guys that worked over at Tippett Studios. And Carlos says, 4 cocks. Misha, that's not what 4 cocks, 1 mouth sounds like. I wouldn't know, Misha. I wouldn't know. I don't watch that kind of thing. 1 mouth, 4 vaginas, that's a different thing. I'll watch that. But, yeah. Jonathan, the Writers Guild of America website posted that writers of the shows know that writing is bad, but they have the requirements of executives' deadlines to meet. Well, then they should fucking quit. They should fucking say, I'm not going to write shit that nobody's going to like. I don't give a fuck if it's my paycheck. I'm going to write shit that I know is going to be good. So, fuck you guys. Fuck you producers. I'm out of here. Not 2, but 4 lights. Des says, love Lost in Space. That designer guy says, I'm wondering, do you think the new set of series is better than the 2004 Battlestar Galactica series? I love BSG, but I also love the all-new Star Trek series. Do I think the new set of series is better than 2004 Battlestar? Well, I haven't watched all of 2004 Battlestar Galactica. because the original is where it's at. I know that Battlestar Galactica did a much better job of paying homage and respecting the original than Star Trek ever has with any of its new Trek, except for Lower Decks, Prodigy. Like, there are things that are coming in that feel better to me. So, yeah, Strange New Worlds, I think, is still going to fuck the dog on a lot of things. But from what we've seen so far, it's at least a little bit of an improvement. So, let's keep that going, guys. Yeah, Lost in Space was so good. People said they had flat screens, but not touch screens. They still input things with buttons on panels. Yeah, they had fucking tactile buttons. Matt Borman says, I'm not sure offhand. There may be people I know there, but may not know where they work there. Jeff Hughes says, IP licenses were not yanked for the Klingons. The rights to them are completely owned by Paramount. He also goes on to say, much more likely they simply are thinking long-term they want to phase in a better look than they established with the first 2 seasons, but want to let some time pass before implementing that. Subraxis says, yeah, Fuller was the creative showrunner. Kurtzman was originally more of the business logistics guy. Don't really care. Kurtzman can... Moving on. Bill says, I have to agree. Netflix Lost in Space Season 3 is the best season out of all of them. I don't know. I think Season 1 of Lost in Space was pretty fucking fantastic. Season 2 was also good. Season 3 was also good. I don't think Season 3 is better, necessarily. But Matt Bergman, 1000% Discovery and the visual elements is on Fuller. Carlos says Paramount owns nothing in Trek. CBS holds all the cards. Zachary says the look of Enterprise was good. The acting just never gelled for me. Donnie says, well, both CBS and Paramount are Viacom CBS companies. Fuck, I'm starting a flame war in the comments here. Matt says, Des, what's your friend's name? Misha's like, oh, trust me, I know. Grant says Picard was a shock. Really wanted a series focused on one aspect, immigration. Picard was a fucking shock. Picard had so much fucking potential and just fucking flushed it down the fucking toilet. That being said, from very reliable sources, some of which may be present, Season 2 and Season 3 of Picard are a course correction, very much more what we were looking forward to for Season 1, and I'm excited to hear that. Will they deliver? I have faith that they'll try. I don't have faith that it'll be exactly what we want. We'll see. By the way, isn't there also a new series of Battlestar Galactica happening? That's the rumor. That's what I've heard. I don't understand why they're fucking redoing it again. Carlos says, yes, they're under the umbrella of Viacom, but the license was not transferred back to Paramount portfolio. Resident Evil 8 Village is officially the first game I have beaten in 2022. Nice. Carlos says, hanging at home, staying in healthy. Eric the Bat says, there is no CBS or Paramount, only Viacom. There is no CBS or Paramount, only Viacom. Can I get another $15 of super chats? That'd be great. 3 5s, 1 10 and a 5, a 20 would be awesome. I'll have another shot. I hate myself tomorrow for it, but that's okay. I tend to speak the truth when I'm drunk. And I get very ranty. And if you guys enjoy watching that, hey. 85 likes as well. Fuck, that's awesome. 15 more likes, guys. Hit that like button. Let's get up to 100 likes. That would be amazing. Just realized how late it is here. Shit. It's like 2:20 a.m. But that's okay. Can't super chat now. TTS glitch. Sorry, can't click the button for some reason. No worries, Misha. Thank you for being here. I just missed seeing your name, so. Bill says, well, Q and Guinan are in season 2 of Picard. LOL. Sure if LaForge is also... Not sure if LaForge is in it also or not. Not only that, but just the visual style, the ships, the L-cars. It's going to feel like it fucking should have from the beginning. Matt Borman says, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank on what projects. So Raxus, where's Commander Calkins, and when will he finally learn to enunciate? Oh, he's in the UK. He's probably asleep right now. He had a party he went to earlier tonight where he dressed like Maverick from Top Gun, which, Matt, I need to send you those pictures. And I gave him absolute shit about the patches. He's got a flight suit, and he's like, please ignore the patches. I'm like, no, fuck you. Every time I wear a Starfleet or a Stargate thing, you're like, the patches are wrong. And every time I wear a badge, it's not one of the official, like, resin, like, prop badges. You're on me about that. So I ripped him a new asshole with his flight suit for the Top Gun because it's totally wrong badges. That being said, he did have the aviators. He looked good. He looks good in a flight suit. But totally wrong patches. When will he enunciate? Never. I've talked to him about that since day one. He doesn't think it's important. He just does his thing, and that's fine. A lot of people didn't understand him at first. They understand him now. I understand what he's saying 97% of the time, so it's fine. Fleet Plus says, I think real-life politics played a heavy hand in making Season 1 of Picard what it was. Hopefully Season 2 and 3 will course correct on that. Eric the Bat says, I'm getting stoned. Good man. I'm getting drunk. Fector says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Ozzy says, you can't drive a police car, but you can pilot a starship in Picard Season 2. The trial never ends. Carlos says, a ranty captain. Oh my. Hey, happens more often than you understand. Fleetpaw says, try refreshing the stream. That usually works for me anyway, when you can't super chat, so. Bill says, Stuart, any more walk and talks coming this year? This year, as in 2022, yes. This year, as in between now and spring, no. Are you kidding? It's winter. Even if there's no snow, it's still too fucking cold for me to walk. I hate the cold. I'm not gonna go walk in the cold. I walk when the weather's nice. Do them when the weather's nice. Mind Morph says, minus 22 and 2 feet of snow coming. Wish me luck for it will warm to 8 in 5 days. Must knock off roof. Snow now. My life, whatever lacks. Yeah, well, good luck with all the snow, man. That sucks, but. Des says, at Matt Boardman, he worked on Hawkeye, Winter Soldier, Mandalorian, Boba Fett, Jurassic World movies, and Solo and Force Awakens on WandaVision. Damn, son. Defiant, or Patrick, says, I will watch whatever Star Trek from CBS and Paramount comes out. Hashtag CBS shill. My Lambo Countach arrives next week. Yeah, I wish I was a fucking CBS shill. Misha says, actually, been trying to push the stupid button for the past 15 minutes. That's computers for you. Bill says, Captain Foley. In fact, any Camaro videos coming this year, too? Yes. Just before I put the Camaro away at my dad's this year, I got new spark plug wires. I got new belts. I got everything fucking replaced that I could. Got a tune-up. Got one of my rockers came loose. Had to get that fixed. So it'll be in tip-top shape when it comes out, at least engine-wise. It still needs some body work, but yes, we will do some Camaro videos for sure. Anorexic puts in $5, so thank you for the super chat. Thanks for the Lost in Space suggestion. Your rated R description of how new Klingons sound is already one of 2022's highlights for me. I love
what a great way to kick off the new year.
He does have an enunciation issues, but I still love him and will forever remember him as Commander I'm not going to say that. He hates that name, so he hates when people make fun of his name like that, so don't do that. Misha, yeah, refreshed several times. Issue has to be my TTS program, which means reboot to fix. As we used to say, be right back. Eric the Bat says it's 65 here, not sure in Celsius. I don't fucking know either. I'd have to look it up on Google. Patrick says, look, God, I love the Countach, the sexiest Lambo ever. The real Countach, yes. The new one is a fucking piece of shit. They could have redesigned the Countach to be so nice, but the new one is just fucking atrocious. Looks like an Audi. That being said, Lamborghini is owned by Audi now, but still. Oh, Fleet Pod did the conversion for you. So 65 degrees is 18 degrees Celsius. It's comfortable for sure. Turd Ferguson, Top Gun Maverick removed the Taiwanese flag from Maverick's coat. Will Hollywood ever remove China's balls from their mouth? Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on that shit, dude. It shouldn't have been removed from the coat. Matt Boardman. Oh, nice. I was with a different studio on Hawkeye, but what a great show to work on. That designer guy. I watched a Lost in Space movie with Matt LeBlanc, and I wasn't that bad. I liked the story, plus Gary Oldman was great. Dude, the Lost in Space movie is one of my guilty pleasures. I love Matt LeBlanc. I love Heather Graham. I absolutely love the mom. What the fuck is her name? It's drawing a blank right now. It's fucking great. The music, the soundtrack in that movie is awesome. The robot's cool. Mimi Rogers. Mimi Rogers is the mom. Fucking love Mimi Rogers, if you know what I'm saying. Mimi Rogers, Heather Graham. It's a fucking great movie. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It's a good movie. And the soundtrack is great. Download the soundtrack. Carlos says, okay, bedtime for me. All right. Good night, Carlos. Thanks for joining us. Jonathan, I like that Stamets and Tilly are written so much better this season. Good actors deserve good writing. Let Mr. Rapp know we are rooting for him. Absolutely, I will. Absolutely, I will. Good. He's a good guy. And like I said, I just watched episode 3 of Discovery season 1. I love him in that. He's like so rude and condescending. And I loved him from the beginning. I also love Lorca. I love Tarka. I love all these guys that are complete fucking assholes because I guess I see myself in them. I don't know. Hawkeye was not bad. Some episodes felt like fillers. I haven't watched Hawkeye yet. I've seen episode 1. That's all I've seen so far. So, me and Sylvie got to get caught up on that. Carlos A. Smith, night everyone. Be safe and space happy for 2022. Matt Boardman, yeah, as soon as the China stops being profitable and providing funds to back films, pays the money to make the movie, have a say in how it's made. It's fucking bullshit, dude, and you know it. You fucking know it. Patrick, they did what to my Countach? Haven't you seen the new 2021 Countach? They re-released it. It's okay. I mean, I've seen better redesigned Countaches with modern aesthetics that look way better than what they actually released from Lamborghini. So, Ozzy says, Captain, you check out 1883. It's off Yellowstone series. It takes place in the West. It's good. I'm on episode 3. Even my friends are watching it. Haven't even heard of it, Ozzy, but I might check it out at some point. Bill says, anyone see Elon Musk is bringing out a new Tesla smartphone? Yes. Apparently it's going to have the ability to mine cryptocurrency. The fuck? Yeah, I've heard of it. It'll be interesting. Grant McGregor, did Top Gun 2 come out? No. It comes out May 27th of 2022. It's supposed to be out 2 fucking years ago, but May 27th is a good day. You know why? Because it's a day before my fucking birthday. So I'll get Top Gun 2 finally. I can finally talk to Matt. What the fuck is your name? Fuck Matt Boardman about it. Why couldn't I remember your name? That's how much I've had to drink, that's why. Subraxis, Mimi Rogers was the mom for the 1989 Lost in Space. Mimi Rogers, yes. Yeah, Heather Graham's Roller Girl, yep. I've got it. I've got about 3 degrees Celsius here currently, which is 37 degrees Fahrenheit. That's getting chilly, but it's still mild enough. Grant McGregor, I need to watch the OG Lost in Space for reference. Yes, please do. Jerome, JK, puts in $5, which I'll finish this off probably. Long time lurker, first time poster. This community has kept me company since the pandemic started. Happy to spend a few New Year's with you all. Thank you. Well, thank you very much, Jerome. It is great to see you. I will take a shot or a drink out of my Trekyards web series cup for that $5 super chat. I was super generous. Thank you so much. Thank you for commenting. Please continue to comment. Robert Cool Channel New. Hi, Robert. Ryan says, like the Lost in Space movie. No need to feel guilty about liking it, in my opinion. Well, it's one of those ones that people are, it's such a bad movie, that it is a guilty pleasure because I really fucking enjoy it. So, Laughable Larry, I haven't been impressed with any of the new Marvel shows. Robert Cool Channel New, are you Stream? I am not Stream, I am Captain Foley. Or God 6, Happy New Year's. Feels like I haven't watched Trekyards since last year. Fuck sakes. Patrick says arm torpedoes and fire. Fleet Paw throws in $5. 89's Lost in Space is a seriously underrated movie. Also, sorry, I wasn't trying to make fun of Sam. It just took me a minute to figure out what he said. That's perfectly fine. Matt Boardman, oh, we don't have to like it, but that's sadly the state of it right now. Or God 6, screw New Year's. Have a shot in honor of Betty White, rest in peace. Yeah, she's like weeks away from her 100th birthday. I'm going to have since it's in the super chat, I won't have a full shot, but I will have some alcohol. I'm drinking the Crown Royal Apple right now tonight, so it's not as good as the peach, but this is Jericho. This is an early one. It's 7 a.m. here. Yeah. Robert, Cool Channel New. You do 2022? Yes, I'm doing 2022. Right in its ass. Without lube. We're starting off raw and rugged. Fuck's sakes, I should not be doing lives when I'm drunk. That designer guy, F-14 Tomcat. He knows where it's at. Fucking F-14 Tomcat is the shit. Fleet Paw, Betty White didn't die. No, she grabbed 2021 by the throat and said, "You're coming with me, bitch," and ascended. Yeah, she took all of our bullshit with her. 2022 is going to be a fucking great year. Misha, sometimes YouTube really gives me a headache. YouTube gives me a headache on a fucking daily basis. When you work for them or you're working to make a living on YouTube. So, Bill says, well, both Stuart and myself have the Transformers crossover Top Gun Maverick figure. Yes, we do. It's fucking great. List Jericho, anything exciting for 2022? Lots of great stuff, dude. Just stay tuned. They were actually lost in the Lost in Space movie. Yeah, didn't know where the fuck they were. Subrax says, Captain, did you also want to puke when Jeff Bezos hugged crying Shatner after his almost space flight? No, I just wasn't impressed by it. I was like, that's cool. Good job. Donnie says, under half an hour more till the Pacific time zone rings in 2022. Misha, wait, Betty White died? I hadn't heard yet. Yeah, she died earlier today at 99. Donnie Pearson, well, I'm looking forward to what happens in 2022, including the new 4K Director's Edition of Star Trek The Motion Picture on Paramount+. Laughable Larry, what do you hope to accomplish this year? Lots. I would like to hit 100,000 subscribers on our fucking Trekyards channel by the end of the year. Is it gonna happen? Nope, because YouTube are a bunch of cocks who fuck our algorithm right in the ass and don't promote our shit, don't notify people when we're going live, and don't push any of our videos. And it's fucking sickening. Yet people like fucking Lore Reloaded and so many others are past 100,000 subscribers right now with way less work, way less dedication, and way less love for the content and the people that support them than we have. Don't get me started on that shit because that really is a sore spot for me. We should have been over 100,000 subscribers like fucking 3 years ago, 2 years ago, this year. I don't care. We should be well over 100,000 subscribers from when we started to where we are now, and the content we put out and the respect that we have from people in the industry, people like Mike McMahon, people like the people that work for Mike McMahon, people that work in Prodigy. There's a Prodigy person here earlier in this live. We should be well over 100,000 subscribers, but we're not. And it's a fucking sore spot for me, unfortunately. I want to get over 100,000 subscribers. That's like my one goal on YouTube. But the algorithm just doesn't fucking favor us. So. Misha, oh shit, we talking about planes now? Only the F-14, baby. It's the only one that matters. Donnie Pearson, Deadline covered that breaking news at 11:30 a.m. Pacific this morning. Christian! There you go, Fleet Paw. I would like to lose about 20 kilograms at least. I've gotten fat over the last 5 years, as have we all, Fleet Paw. Turd says, I'm sorry to throw shade. Lore Reloaded is a douche nozzle. Yeah, he doesn't have a good attitude. He doesn't treat his fucking fans right. He's just a fucking asshole sometimes. I do know the guy. He does message us occasionally. We do talk to him. I talked to him about his depression and stuff. He used to talk to me about my depression. A good enough guy, but I can't stand his channel. I can't watch his content anymore. And even his original content was all just essentially reading Memory Alpha and throwing up some still images he found on Google. Whereas we were generating new renders. Samuel was doing new renders, size comparisons, talking to the people behind the scenes. Like, if we do a comparison between Lore Reloaded and Trekyards, it'd be fucking night and day. And yet he gets over 100,000 subscribers for being the person that he is. And it's frustrating. Ozzy, yeah, she passed away, 99 natural causes, rest in peace. She was missed deeply, had a great life, yes. Listen, Jericho, have you tried hiring a pretty lady to host Trekyards? That usually works. Well, like I've told Sylvia multiple times, if I had tits, we'd be at 250,000 subscribers by now, because I'd be showing cleavage every fucking live. It's also why I want Sylvia to join me for lives. You guys like the Admiral, you like when she's on. Yeah. Fleet Paw, help Samuel and Stuart get their silver play button. Tell your friends to subscribe to Trekyards. Yeah. Bill says, whatever happened to your rant videos? I only did a few of them. Just wondered if you were ever going to continue them. When I feel like ranting, yes. I did one recently about toxic comments on the Trekyards Facebook group. I can't do a rant video unless I feel like fucking ranting. A lot of times I rant during a live because somebody brings something up that pisses me off, or I've had something to drink and I feel like fucking ranting. I need to be in a rant vibe to actually make a good rant video. I had a list of things I wanted to rant about. A lot of times when I did do the rant series, people would be like, oh, you're just nitpicky. You're just... Like, yeah, I am, but that's the point of the fucking series. I need to feel like ranting, and I don't always feel like ranting. There will continue to be rant alerts. Do not worry. They just will not be regularly scheduled because I need to be in a ranty mood, and sometimes I'm in a ranty mood, and I throw the camera on, and I will record a fucking rant video. A lot of times they're during lives just like this. So we're also at 95 likes, guys. 5 more likes get to 100. Honestly, another $13 would be an amazing super chat goal for a live like this. So you guys can do another $13 in super chats. I would really appreciate it, guys. So hit that like button. Plus, go subscribe to the guys at Foley personal channel where there's other content, including rant videos and things. So yes, go subscribe. Area 51. As far as I'm concerned, Betty White made it to 100 years. She earned it. Absolutely. Matt Boardman. We will find a way to make it happen. I'll believe it when I see it. So, Jonathan, we've been thinking about dealing with Zora, the computer. They should have combined Kirk versus M3 and the TNG's measure of a man. Zora's comment about trusting him compared to trusting Zora was good, but Joseph says, so true. I hate that about YouTube. Those other channels, to be honest, aren't that great. The only other channel that catches my eye sometimes, Trekyards, is Trek Culture. And we had Sean Ferrick on live on our channel like 2 weeks ago. Sean Ferrick, Chris, Bronzy. There's a lot of great guys over on Trek Culture. They're amazing. And yeah, the only reason they've grown so fast is because of what culture? Like the company that they're attached to. Like they got more promotion, they got more benefits with the algorithm. Like I can't even watch half their content anymore. Anytime I watch anybody's content these days, I feel like they're always doing so much better than us, and I just feel like our stuff we produce is fucking garbage. Like I hate that feeling. I can't watch other Star Trek YouTubers because I know they're doing better than us. Certified in Game does just fucking videos where he talks over footage of him playing Star Trek Online, and he gets 38,000 fucking views in 2 or 3 days. Whereas our videos are getting 2,000 views in the same amount of time. That's fucking bullshit, dude. It pisses me off. I'm happy for them that their fucking channel is doing so well, but they don't put effort into their fucking videos. And it's infuriating to me. Whatever, moving on. I don't want to talk about it. Misha, I gotta play on a Shikoa back in Russia. Helicopter, I assume. Fleet Paw throws a $2. Shut up, quiet, you're too loud, LOL. Bill says the captain has spoken. General Grievous, $2. Hey Cap, hope all is well. All is well. Thank you, General Grievous. Good to see you. Misha, when I was collecting ship data, you were just about the only channel with actual original info. Thank you, Misha. Thumbnails with scantily clad ladies with massive chests will get you over 100K swiftly. Yeah. And every time I have a fucking live with Sylvia and she's wearing something low cut or there's cleavage in the fucking thumbnail, it does way better. She doesn't always want to join me. She doesn't always feel like it. She does, she's had a hard day at work, whatever. I don't want to fucking force her to join me for lives. She will join me for lives when she feels like it. And a lot of times we have a lot of fun. Those videos are great. They don't always blow up though. And we're not going to clickbait our fucking thumbnails. Moving on. Misha, everyone else was, just reading a wiki. Yeah, we did fucking research. I did a lot of research. I wrote scripts. I pulled information from multiple sources. I didn't just read fucking Wikipedia or Memory Alpha. Memory Alpha is not always fucking right, guys. Just saying, there's a lot of mistakes in Memory Alpha. I did a video. I did a captain's log video where I said, is Trekyards canon? Meaning, do we only give you canon information about ships? No, we don't. We want to make interesting, creative shows, tell you things about ships. That was one of the original premises of Trekyards, was to use my knowledge, my books that are from the 70s, the 80s, like Starfleet battles, information about like the fucking Tholians and shit that is not canon, but might as well be because it's better fucking written than the canon that they're writing today. Our original idea for Trekyards was to pull all that information plus the canon stuff and make a really engaging, interesting story about a ship, what it's capable of, what it's done, whatever. So we're not 100% canon, and we got fucking slagged for that online. Like, oh, they don't, all their information isn't canon. Well, if we did just fucking canon information about ships, the episode would be 5 fucking minutes long. It wouldn't be very interesting now, would it? Because you see a ship on screen for like less than a minute sometimes. I feel like a rant video is due for this topic because it's bullshit. But that's why I'm frustrated. A lot of research and time and multiple sources go into the scripts that I write, that we film, that Samuel sometimes never fucking edits. That's another thing. We've got so many great scripts in the bank. Holodeck, Dilithium Crystals, the Spaceflight Concordium with Rick Sternbach as a fucking guest that are not edited. They're filmed years ago in some cases. Had one with Andrew Prober where we talk about the Enterprise D Bridge. We've filmed episodes with fucking Larry Nemechek, Dr. Trek, as he's called. Never fucking edited. They're filmed, they're sitting on Samuel's computer, and there's nothing I can do about it. Every time I mention it to Samuel, he's like, no, I don't have the time. It takes a lot of time to do that. It's like, well, like another editor. Well, I want to be the one that selects our content. I want to be the one that clips out our little moments that aren't really us, that don't make the show. It's like, yeah, but get a fucking editor, have them do it, look at it, and see what. It's a whole fucking. I'm getting mad. I'm just fucking getting mad at this point. So let's just stop. General Grievous, clickbaits and option editorials generate more views. Laughable Larry, I think Laura gets more views because he's more flashy and you're more technical. That technical aspect attracts a certain crowd. I think it's harder to promote. Probably. I don't know. Turd Ferguson says Larry Loaded and that other cock gobbler, Steve Shives. I'd follow both of them. YouTube keeps offering them to me even when I tell them not to. Space Doc is another overlooked channel. Okay, fucking Space Doc started after we did. We had Space Doc on for a 2-part talking about the ships of Enterprise, like the pre-Federation ships. Space Doc's a good guy. I like Space Doc. He doesn't do his work anymore. He's made the money off the channel. He's got way over 100,000 subscribers. He blew fucking right past us even after we had him on the channel. Do we get any promotion, any love from them? I mean, occasionally a mention will be made or whatever, but they don't promote us. We had them on our channel. We promoted them. We wanted to help them out. They blew right past us. Now Daniel, the guy that's in charge of Space Tech, doesn't even do any of the fucking work. He's got other people that write his scripts, other people that do his videos, and he just collects the money. And that's another thing. His videos are like 5 to 8 minutes long, whatever. A nice, well-written, very concise script, very well done, very original. But all his fucking photos were pictures off of fucking Google for the longest time, which any Tom, Dick, or dickhead could fucking do. Not calling Daniel a dickhead. I'm just ranting. It's fucking bullshit. That's what it is. We put so much time and effort and dedication into our channel and our content and our people, our viewers, and it just doesn't fucking pay off. It's sad. Like my family, my brothers, my friends don't watch Trekyards. They don't watch the content because we put so much content out. They can't physically watch it all. They don't keep up. They fall behind and they just stop fucking watching. And those are people that I think should be contributing to the views. But they don't because they know me personally. They talk to me about things offline. When I see them, that's about it. They don't fucking watch the content and it pisses me off. I didn't think this live would go this way. Anyway. Could you pay one of those influencers to advertise your channel? We could pay. There's lots of different services that will promote or get your video in front of 4.1 million subscribers or whatever for a certain fee a month, like $150 a month. We don't have the money. Sammy and myself work our asses off. The money we make from Google is what is our full-time job. That's why we ask for super chats. That's why we do so many fucking lives so that we have an income every month that we get paid by Google. And then we have to split it 50 fucking 50. So and it's just barely enough. We can't afford to pay editors. We can't afford to pay marketing people to get us in. I mean, it would probably pay off in the long run for sure, but right now we can't afford it. It's just the way it is. So, General Gios, I'm also trying to first partial shot of whiskey. They were out of peach Crown Royal, so I have apple. Hey, I have the apple too. That's what I'm drinking tonight. The apple. Good man, General Gios. Laughable area. I can't stand Seaside. Dude blocked me for no reason. He blocked me originally too, and then I messaged him, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't mean to block you. It was just there's programs on Twitter and stuff that you can pay for that auto block people that are like certain things that you don't doesn't. Anyway, so I'm unblocked from him now. I don't mind Steve Shives. I don't really like his political bullshit that he puts into each video, but overall, he's got some pretty good videos and some interesting discussion topics. Most of those channels on and help build their fan bases. Misha, ranty or randy mood, two totally different streams there. I definitely get my randy moods, for sure. Matt Boardman, $20 super chat. Happy New Year, Stuart. Thank you for everything and making 2001 a fun year for me. Matt, I have nothing, I should be thanking you. An industry professional that watches Trekyards and wants to be a part of it so much so that they're a moderator and one of the best moderators we have and the most reliable. Dude, you deserve the shot, not me. But thank you very much for the super chat. It's greatly appreciated. You are a goddamn superhero in my mind. Can't wait to meet you in person one day. You see the shit that I share with you on Messenger. You are one of, I don't want to say one of my dearest friends, but I mean, you're somebody that I could definitely get along with and be friends with. And I share things with you that could really get me in trouble, honestly. So cheers, man. Appreciate you, everything you do. Bill says, I always thought Trekyards was a flagship channel of YouTube. Yes, there are other Trek channels, but I've always considered Trekyards as a flagship channel. Well, I appreciate that, Bill. We started Trekyards before there was any new Trek on the horizon. We prided ourselves for the first year, 2 years, of saying we were the only weekly Star Trek content available because we produced multiple videos a week, week on week on week on week on week, until they announced, oh, Discovery's coming out. It's like, new Trek, yes. We'll fucking actually jump up our subscribers. Been around since before. And then once new Trek was announced, boom, 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 boom. It's like this whole convergence of Star Trek YouTube channels popped up. And they're all fucking surpassed us by now. When we were around way before they were. You don't know how that makes me feel. You fucking have no idea. Maybe this live will help you guys understand. But it is fucking frustrating. Because once New Trek started, every Tom, Dick, and asshole with a camera, oh, Star Trek, huh? I'm going to here to talk to you today about the Star Treks. We're like, okay, cool. You want to come on our channel? We'd love to promote you. Here you go. And we, don't get us wrong, in our first year or two, our subscriber went, we fucking jumped. We were invited to conventions. We were everything. And here we fucking sit. They're all at 150, 200, 250,000 subscribers, and we're stuck at 60 fucking 1,000. 61,300 and some odd subscribers. Growing like this. Where they're like, And we're fucking down here. It is fucking infuriating. And it really fucks with my confidence on a regular basis. And I'm kind of fucking sick and tired of it. Ozzy says, are you ready for Prodigy next week? Hell yeah. The designer guy, Trekyards is totally hardcore Trek lore. I always look at your commentary on ships and show canon. Thank you very much. Wow, whiskey has a kick. Yeah, it does. The bourbon I was drinking has one too, Grievous. Crap floats, gold sinks. Wow. That's a great way to put it, Grant. I appreciate that. I'm way behind in the chat, and I apologize. I just got a little ranty there, so sorry. Laughable Larry, get a cardboard cutout of Sylvie and always have her in the background with a low-cut top. I would do that. General Grievous, I can't find the maple one he was talking about easily here. You have to go to a specialty store. Project Achieva is here. Happy New Year's, Captain. Happy New Year, Project Achieva. Bill says, plus what other Czech channels have an ex-private investigator as the main host? Dude, that job was not as exciting as you would imagine. But thank you. Area 51, I'm going to try posting more about Trekyards on my Facebook page. See if I can't bring more people in. I have a few friends from overseas. Would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Anything you can do sharing-wise, any of you sharing the channel, whatever, would be awesome. Clicking that join button helps the algorithm. Sharing the videos, liking the videos, commenting on the videos, joining us for the lives. All these things are free ways that help the YouTube analytics. So if you can, please do, or share with people that would want to. We'd appreciate it. Joseph Barbato, the Trekyards originals are so amazing too. You and the creator come up with an in-universe story and help flesh it out and bring it to life. It's amazing. Yeah, a lot of times people with originals come to us with a whole fucking backstory for their ship. And it's like, great. Do you want me to add to it? Or do you like the history and everything and the specs you have? Do you want me to just create a fucking narrative around it? Do you want me to write a script about it? What do you want me to do? And we'll talk about it. We'll come up with things that we don't think quite work or things that we should add. And then I write the script based on what they have. Very, very, very few times they're like, here's what I have written. Let's just break that up and read that. Most of the time I'm writing original scripts, adding a few things here and there, you know, sussing out details, doing a lot of hard work. Trekyards originals are always fun, but they are hard work. So, yeah, and we have a lot of those at the buffer and in different stages of production as well, so. That's really frustrating for me because I'm not the editor. And I don't have the footage, I don't have the audio, I don't have the overlays, I don't have all the shit that Samuel has to make these videos. So I can't even source them out to anybody that is an editor. And Samuel doesn't want us to do that. Samuel wants to do it all by himself, but he's got all this other fan work to do. He's got all this other stuff to do. He doesn't have the fucking time. And then we have new Trek, and we've got to focus on the new Trek and strike while the iron's hot. So we got all this great fucking content that was filmed years ago that is never going to be seen by anybody. That would be a huge fucking, it would be huge. Nobody's talked about it. Holodeck technology, how dilithium works. Like I said, talking to Andrew Probert about the designing of the Enterprise D bridge, talking to Larry Nemechek about shit that Larry Nemechek is known as the Doctor of Trek. Rick Sternbach, his old book, The Space Flight Chronology, the original fucking chronology of the future, we can't talk about, even though it's filmed, because Samuel hasn't released it. The Enterprise ring ship. We've got so many things that are filmed. I've written so many scripts that we've filmed that I'll never see the fucking light of day, it feels like. And it's frustrating because it's all on Samuel's. And every time I ask Samuel for it, he's like, no, I got to edit that myself. I'll get to it someday. Someday never comes. So. Aaron says, I keep telling people to come check out the channel at my work. I also use your video to test audio and video quality. That's awesome, Aaron. Thank you. Jonathan says, don't compare to others. Clickbait is misleading titles and no substitute for quality. You most likely have consistent and dedicated viewers rather than trolls. We have great viewers and yes, very consistent and dedicated. So absolutely. But I always compare to other people. Can't help it. I'm not a graphic designer, so I can't come up with a ship for an original. My ship would probably just be a kit bash of the Lost Enterprise B era. Bill says, if only people could sponsor you. Dude, we get 15 fucking emails a day of, your channel's really fucking great. Would you like to promote our game? Like, no, we don't. More than half of the fucking emails we get are not legitimate. We need a big sponsor like Display or ExpressVPN or something like that that will actually pay us for an episode instead of, we're not going to pay you for an episode. We just want you to talk about a product for 30 seconds. And then whatever. It's fucking frustrating, dude. Major Grin is the only channel I compare to your channel, but he's a hard time taking things seriously. Plus his videos are like sometimes fucking 58 seconds. It's like, for fuck's sakes. They're entertaining, but by people I mean companies or products. I know. Yeah, sorry, the sound went out for a second. That's because I got a little battery warning. I watched Steve Shives before I found Trekyards, but he got way too political. Yeah, he does. Misha, so when did Anti-Trekker change his name? I really haven't been on for a while. A couple months ago. Salty Trekker is a much better name for him. It describes his channel so much better. I didn't watch his shit for a long time because I thought he was anti-Star Trek because of Anti-Trekker. But he's a good guy. I really like him, so. That designer guy, $5. I watch a bunch of other Trek channels. Trekyards is always a place I go to no matter what. Thank you, that designer guy. Ryan K., you're the first Trek channel I ever came across and is the only one I regularly watch. Fuck yeah, awesome. Misha, actually, I know exactly how you feel. Celebrated my 10th anniversary on YouTube this past July. Dude. Congratulations. Ryan K., I can get how it can be frustrating. Sobraxis, I like the Enterprise from Playmobil. If you do not like it, Captain, you can send it to me. You're the first person that's ever said that to me. I appreciate that. Everybody said the same thing. I've learned, it's grown on me, put it that way. Matt Boardman, we'll find a way to make it happen. It will happen. I wish, man. Martin Devon, Happy New Year, Captain. Sound a bit pissed off. I've just been drinking, so it's fine. Bill 4393. On a positive note, anyone see Spider-Man No Way Home? It's crossed $1 billion in the box office. Yeah, that's awesome. Totally Random Reviews has upgraded his membership to Captain from Commander. Thank you very much, Totally Random Reviews. That is amazing. Things like that. Channel memberships, joining the channel, make a huge deal, especially with the YouTube algorithm, guys. If you can join, it's like a couple bucks a month to join the channel, but it shows YouTube that we have people that are dedicated to supporting us on a monthly basis. If you guys can click that join button and join at any tier, it's a huge deal. So thank you very much, Totally Random Reviews, for upgrading. Appreciate it. Wargod 6, what other channels are captain of their own design starship? By the way, is Foley class still available? I can't find the links. Foley class videos are still available, yes. Swift Paw, thanks for your support. I salute you, new captain. Welcome aboard, Captain. One more minute. Happy freaking New Year. Oh, yeah, sorry, I missed your New Year's because I was ranting. It feels like I've been ranting for 15 minutes. It's only been like 4. Happy New Year, Matt, and everyone on the West Coast. Sorry, guys. General Grievous, $5. I feel you. People seem to like Trek nerd geek stuff since it's a fad thing. Well, most of us here were genuinely into Trek when it wasn't cool. Happy New Year 8 hours ago here in the UK. Thank you, Martin. Laughable Larry, doesn't sound like a partnership between you two. Me and Samuel? Oh, it totally is. Like, we're best friends. We talk to each other all the fucking time. But he's very stubborn and very set in his ways. And that's why I have my own channel. That's all I can say. General Grievous. People also like Trek now because it's an emphasis on being a little overly politically correct now. Even though most of the episodes that are supposedly to touch on important issues seem to fall flat. JCE 2702. Glad I tuned into this happy chat. Sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. Don't mean to let you down. Kashink. Love the stuff you guys do for Trekyards. Thank you. Totally random reviews. What's in $20? Fuck the other channels. I may watch some of them, but Trekyards is the only YouTube channel I give money to gladly. I just upgraded to Captain. And here's an extra 20. You rock and you work your butts off, and I freaking appreciate it. Dude, totally random reviews. I love you, man. I'm going to have another shot for that. Probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. But that's awesome. Cheers to you. Joseph Barbado. You need to get Star Trek Fleet Command to sponsor you. I was so shocked to see them support the Wrestle Talk channel. I don't fucking like the game, though. We're not going to shill out just because somebody wants to sponsor us and we don't believe in the product, dude. War God 6. My TOS ship is on hold. The renderer I was working on disappeared on me and was coming along good, and had plans for a second and a shuttle design. Sorry to hear that, War God 6. AC Castillo. Happy New Year to you as well. Misha, 10 years, sure, and just over 56K subs. In the end, I just live and go on. Yes. I've had people tell me that the sub count doesn't matter. Is your life going to be any better if you hit 100,000? Yes, it will. Because A, I'll have a silver fucking play button on my wall. And B, I'll be getting more views per video. And once you hit 100,000 subscribers, your subscriber count starts to increase. It's all mathematical. It's all how many people have eyes on your channel. And once you hit that tier, it starts to fucking roll. Whatever. Fleet Paw Swiftback throws in $10. I found you 5 years ago, started working for you almost 3 years ago. I wouldn't be able to imagine where I'd be without Trekyards. I've grown a lot, and it's all thanks to you. Fuck the other channels. Well, thank you, Fleet Paw. Appreciate that. You are one of the hardest working people as well. You and Matt Boardman. Honestly, you and Matt Boardman are like two of the best of the volunteers we have. So I want to have a half shot for your super chat. Thank you so much. Wish I could afford to pay you guys. That's what it comes down to. It's fucking depressing, dude. Speaking of Playmobil Enterprise, anyone see Robert Meyer Burnett on one of his shows was cuddling or stroking the saucer section on Secondary Hill? Rob Burnett's a good guy. I like Rob Burnett. Laughable Larry, you may not have a huge community, but I still like your community better than the massive channels. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We do read all the super chats. We do recognize your names. We do know the little foibles that you all have. We appreciate the regular people that come in. That being said, they're not my friends. They're not my family. I don't know why my fucking friends and family don't watch my content, but whatever. Misha, for what it's worth, I only donate to you two, at least my PC, when my PC is cooperating. No problem, Misha. Thank you so much. Donnie Pearson, speaking of Robert Meyer Burnett, I'm watching Whining About Movies, among other things. Grant McGregor, anyone thought of doing their renders on Unreal Engine? I'm sure a lot of people do that, or would have thought about it anyway. Subraxis, don't worry, Captain. I will go and verbally assault Commander Calkins for not having yet edited the episode you mentioned. Yeah, because that'll work. Other people have tried. He's very brush-offy about that kind of thing. Martin Devon, can you do a short, sharp reviews of... Can you do short, sharp reviews is ships as well as full-length ones, Space Dog? They can't be watched anytime someone goes online, unlike the big ones. Yeah, we fucking did that. They were called data files and fact files on ships that were fucking 5 to 6 minutes. Nobody fucking watched them. And they had fucking great narration, great scripts, and great fucking renders. Nobody watched them. So we've tried that, Martin. We've tried the shorter videos. They don't fucking work. They don't stick. Nobody fucking watches them. So we stopped doing it. So go watch them. There's a whole fucking playlist of fact files and Treknology and data files. Go watch them. Enjoy. That's the format you guys could have had. Nobody fucking watched them. The views weren't there, so we decided not to fucking do them. It wasn't worth our time. We're not making enough money to make the content we necessarily want to make. We're making enough money to make the content we have to make to get the money that we need to fucking survive. And it's sad. If more people join our Patreon, if more people join the channel on Facebook, or sorry, on YouTube, and we had a regular monthly income from that, then we could actually make shit we want to make, and this is shit we have to make. Oh, for sure. I love this community. Thank you, Joseph. P.S. Why did you stop numbering your ship breakdown episodes? Did you lose count? No, we found... we talked to somebody early on that said you need to number them so they know how many you have. We got up to like 300-400, whatever it was. Stop, because at some point it just becomes fucking obnoxious. Like, a lot of people that are new to the channel see this is episode number 502. And they're like, for fuck's sakes, I'm never going to catch up. Even if I like the content, there's no way I'm going to be able to go down this rabbit hole and watch all this shit. So we just stopped putting the numbers on them. That's why. Fleetpaw, even if you did pay me, you'd get it all back in super chat. So it's a wash either way. Well, keep your chin up, Stuart. This is the way. Thank you very much, Fleetpaw. Yeah, I don't agree with Samuel about that. I don't think those extra Discover videos are bringing in the viewers. I think more original content would help more. What does it say on your shirt? It says, it's one of our Trekyards shirts. It says Trekyards in English and Romulan. And it's got a picture of our sexy Romulan commander with the cloaking device. That's one done by John F. Ridley, one of our artists. And these are all available down below. Link in the description for the TeePublic store. You can get the shirts in any color. There's many different pinups. There's Andorian pinups. There's Cetaceans. There's Cardassian pinups. There's Klingon pinups. You name it, there's a pinup. Matt Boardman, I keep asking to help edit to no avail. I know, Matt. I know. Nothing I can do about it. You know how frustrated I am about it. Area 51, one thing Trekyards has that no other YouTube has, thrusting nipples of power. Fuck yeah, bud. That is the Romulans Trekyards pinup shirt. Yes. The mission briefings were short form too. Yes, they were. Don't be sorry, Martin Devon. Don't be like, okay, I'm sorry. Just go watch the content. Share it around. Share around the shorter ship videos. We've done them. We've experimented with it. It didn't work. So, Bill says, someone back a Brinks truck up to Captain Full. Yes, please do. Jonathan, your channel seems to be one of the few that is actually watched by people making Star Trek. That's true. We have people that work on Prodigy. Everyone that works on Lower Decks. As we said, when we talk, that's another thing that pisses me off. We did this interview with Mike McMahon, an hour and a half long. We were only going to get an hour, but he talked to us for an hour and a half, and his production team. Every episode that they work on, they're like, what's Trekyards going to say about this ship? Is it accurate enough? What's Trekyards going to say about this? They watch our content, especially everything we talk about Lower Decks. Mike McMahon is a big fan of Trekyards. So is the one lead designer guy, Brad. And there was 2 other people that we interviewed as well. I can't remember their names right offhand. Sorry. And Mike McMahon told us in that interview, Trekyards holds us to task. We want to make sure that we're making content that is canon appropriate and accurate. That's why we like Trekyards. We are always in the back of our mind thinking, what's Trekyards going to say about what we're putting on screen? And I fucking love that. We also have people from Prodigy that watch Trekyards. We have people from Discovery that watch Trekyards. We have people that work on Picard that watch Trekyards, especially graphic designers and stuff. We've done an interview with the one graphic designer from Picard season 1 that did the new LCARS interfaces. It's another fucking video that Samuel hasn't edited. We've talked to a lot of behind the scenes people and they watch our content. They even super chat, which is fucking great. So we're influencing Star Trek in a small way. And that's fucking wonderful. I wish we get some fucking credit for it. That's all I'm going to say. So anyway, moving on. Fleetpaw, you're sharing all the fact files. Share the data files, which are like the short ship videos. There's a whole fucking playlist of them. They're fucking great. But you're sharing all the fact files, which are like technology. Aaron says, I like going back and looking at reviews of ships as I review Trek. Trekyards is my go-to reference for all things Trek. Thank you, Aaron. We have what's called evergreen or ever fresh content. We have stuff that's not dated by, here's the latest news article about Discovery, blah, 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 blah. It's going to be canceled for the next season. That shit is not evergreen content. That is watched for maybe a month and then never fucking, no more views on it ever again. Our content is like, this is about this ship. Anyone researching this ship or wants to learn about this ship that types it into a fucking search engine, finds our content, is going to watch the video and get information about the ship. That's called Everfresh content, and it's something that we do in abundance. So even our reviews of the episodes are valuable enough, even though they're long, are valuable enough that people will get what they need out of them. So, Matt Boardman, I must bow out for the evening, but love you all. Stuart, we will powwow about this and find some solutions. Thank you, Matt. Have a good night. Affable, how much would you need to make a month to be able to make the videos you want to make? Just curious. We've always said that if we could make $1,500 a month on Patreon, we could start easing back a little bit on making content we need to make content we want to make. $1,500 is the absolute minimum on Patreon. If we could get a certain amount every month that was guaranteed, it would be a huge fucking deal. Anyway, totally random reviews, $10. Oh, look at that. I found another $10 in my wallet. LOL. Also, we got to figure out a plan for that Peach Crown Royal. I got you, LOL. Coming to Toronto anytime soon for any reason? I try to avoid Toronto as much as possible because it's fucking Toronto and it's god-awful traffic. But, I mean, I went to Kitchener to meet somebody that from Toronto last weekend. It's only about, pick a restaurant in Kitchener and meet there. It's only an hour for me. It's about an hour and 10 minutes from Toronto. Just saying. Could work out. But thank you for the super chat. James Beach, in my opinion, my companion is the Dave Filoni of Trek. He seems to get it. Yes, and he likes us. And he knows us. And it's fucking great. Ryan K. That is really cool that you're in the back of their minds when working on the show. Yeah, and they'll actually put on Trekyards episodes when they pull the production team in. Prodigy, that Kazon shuttle that was in one of the first episodes of Prodigy. The Prodigy guy was telling us they pulled the production team in and showed them our video and said, this is what the fans are thinking of of what we're making. And it was us praising it because it fucking looked like a fucking good shuttle. It looked like a Kazon shuttle. And the production team was so stoked and so happy that, Trekyards approved of it and stuff like that. So the fact that we're making that kind of influence is super important to us. But I want those fucking numbers. I want the subscriber count to go up. I love that we're influencing future Trek. That's fucking great. Can we get a recognition for it? Even just Trekyards somewhere in the fucking credits of a show would be awesome. We're not going to get that. It's like working behind the scenes. You know what you're doing. You know you're making a difference, but nobody else fucking knows it. So it's frustrating. You need to give them you need to get them to give you a shout out on what well, Laughable Larry, it's funny you said that. We said, could we get a cameo in season 3? 2 guys in the background pointing at a ship model or a schematic. And Mike McMahon's like, I might be able to do that. Serious question. Do you guys want to be in a lower deck or a lower decks uniform or a first contact uniform? We're like, first contact? He's like, okay. Moving on. So who knows? A cameo in season 3 of Lower Decks? Possibly. Am I hopeful? Kinda. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Because then we would be canon. Plus they do guest interviews and live convention videos. Yeah. Cap, you gave me goosebumps hearing you say that. That would give me so much joy if people in the industry were thinking in the back of their minds what would Trekyards say. Yeah, we were fucking stoked to hear that. And it wasn't just Mike McMahon saying it. It was, like I said, Brad. I can't remember his last name, but Brad, the guy that is the technical expert on Lower Decks, loves Trekyards. And it's always like, what the fuck is Trekyards going to say about this? Is this good enough to meet Trekyards' requirements? So, I mean, that's fucking great. Have you tried making shorter fact files for YouTube Shorts? Well, YouTube Shorts are fucking bullshit because it's the fucking camera with the vertical video syndrome. Like, you fucking film everything horizontal like it is right now. You don't film shit vertically. They want vertical and they want under 60 seconds. The thoughts definitely crossed my mind. My friend Paul insists that I should do it. Even just short little things about from the technical manual, like a little picture and just like a quick fact about something would definitely kind of help drive traffic, I guess. But I just got to find the time and the desire and the right things to do it on. But yes, I just hate vertical video syndrome. It fucking pisses me off. VVS. Misha, who's been a member for 17 months of the rank of captain, says, what does this do? I'm hitting buttons. Well, because you're a member for so long, it shows us how many months you've been a member, what rank you are, and it's basically like a free kind of super chat. It's all highlighted and really nice, as you can see or can't see in the case of Misha, but there it is right there. It looks like a super chat. And it just gives supports to the people that have been supporting us for so long that they can have something highlighted during a live. Subraxis, I think that EC Henry is much better channel than Trekyards. Just kidding, just teasing you. Eric Henry is fucking great. He puts a lot of effort and he's really creative. We've had him on the channel multiple times as well. He does fucking great work. I will not take anything away from Eric Henry. His videos are short, they're concise, they're sweet, they're well written, they're fucking graphically very, very good. He deserves all the fucking love he can get. Please go subscribe to Eric Henry. Ever tried Stream Elements? They take a percentage like YouTube do with questions. Yeah, we haven't tried that shit. Totally Random Reviews. Member for 19 months in the Wicked Captain. Out of money for now. On a serious note, I am already helping Sam with 3D models. If there's anything I can do to help Trekyards, let me know. Totally Random Reviews, which I believe is Plaid Man from everything I'm getting. First of all, you need to play fucking Bridge Crew again with us. Secondly, tell Samuel he needs to fucking edit old videos that we've done, or at least pass them off to somebody else. Get on him about it. He doesn't fucking listen to me. It's like we're married. He won't fucking listen to me. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. So mention it to him. Bill says, by the way, Stream Elements, you have what's called tip questions, but no percentage take like YouTube. I know all about it. I just don't know how to fucking implement it. So, Misha, can the pug make a cameo too? Well, she's right here beside me. You can see her butt. Can't you, pug? Daniel Grievous, I thought the blue collector dude with the goatee from Lower Decks was a Cap cameo. LOL. No. Bill 4393. By the way, Stuart, I love the interview with Denise Crosby. It was amazing. Thank you. That was really fun to do on stage with Denise Crosby. James Beach. Glad that he does. Love your discussions with the production designers. Great stuff. Watched them multiple times. Martin says, Trekyards is the Trek channel I watch most despite our spats. You should have more subs. Thank you. I agree. And yes, Martin, you've been blocked many times and always brought back. So thank you for the shout out. Appreciate it. Misha, I was hoping that they could fix the super chat issue. I think I'll need to call the wife to check it out tomorrow. No problem, Misha. Don't worry about it. I'm going to be wrapping this up soon anyway. It went way longer than I anticipated. Holy fuck. Grant says, question, if I missed, why not do more live interviews? Have a 3 to 5 minute delay, get chat questions there. Because it takes a lot of scheduling issues to schedule different time zones with different people and when they're available, and it's just a pain in the ass. That's why. Grant McGregor, I've known a few people who got internet fame and they did stuff live, then edited the content afterwards, or didn't, but the content got out. Yep, that's the thing. We got a lot of content. It's just not getting out. It's not getting edited. Turd says, let's start a GoFundMe for dentures for that kid on Trek Culture. What is it with the British teeth? I don't know who you're talking about, but okay. Subraxis, I think you letting Alex Kurtzman give you a massage could finally earn you the proper recognition for your channel. You know, however you want, Stein style. I would punch Kurtzman in the fucking face if I had the chance. I can't stand the guy. Joseph Barbado, I did just think of another Trek channel I'm subscribed to, Junkball Media, but hasn't had a video in a while. Unless YouTube isn't telling me about. No, he makes videos very rarely, but as soon as he releases one, it's like 6 minutes long. He gets 100,000 subscribers or 100,000 views in like 2 minutes. That's the other thing. We could release videos every 4 or 5 months, but we can't because we rely on the income. So we need to do lives. We need to do regular content. We can't do that. These people do it as a hobby. They have a real job. They take months to make a video, throw it out there. It gets fantastic viewership, fantastic whatever, traction, and we can't afford to do that. So totally random reviews puts in $5. I lied. 5 more. LOL. Yes, I am Plaid Man, and yes, I need to get back to gaming with you guys. LOL. I will poke the commander about it for you, my dude. Thank you very much, Plaid Man. Yes, I gotta get to Toronto or meet you somewhere where we can get the Peach Crown Royal going. General Grievous, Cap, the key is to get Sam's girlfriend on your side by editing the videos or passing them on. She's properly motivated. Bill 4393. Like with Denise Crosby, do you have any other guest interviews coming up this year that you know about but can't reveal or talk about? Yes, is the answer. Fun fact, before COVID hit, there was another London Comic Con scheduled, of course, or London City Comic Con, not London, England, but London, Ontario. And Jonathan Frakes was going to be a guest. Guess who was going to moderate that panel and be able to interview Jonathan Frakes? This fucking guy. Then what happened? Fucking COVID. Anyway, with any London Comic Con, I'll likely be the guy that's moderating or interviewing the Trek guests. So, yes, there's a lot of great stuff coming up. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it there. This has been way longer than I anticipated. I didn't even want to do a live tonight. I didn't expect to do a live tonight. And yet here we are at 3:30 a.m. my time. Well over 2 hours of ranting and talking and drinking. And I got a lot of stuff off my chest. Got a lot of rants going on. Hopefully you guys appreciated it. Hope you guys loved it. I love you guys. I really do. You guys make this channel what it is. Every time I go live, I know I can count on most of your names to show up. I really appreciate that. Keep doing what you're doing. Watch, like, join the channel. Please just click that join button. Just check out what it costs for a monthly subscribership to this channel. It's a big deal. It's a huge deal. Super chat when you're able to share the videos around, spread the Trekyards word, join the Facebook group, participate in Trekyards any way you can, support us any way you can, irritate Sam any way you can to tell him to edit content that we have filmed. Let's get this show on the road. James Beach throws in $5. Happy New Year. I'm enjoying a great Brute IPA. Here's a great New Year from Sacramento, California. Well, thank you very much, James. Enjoy your IPA. And I'm done drinking for the night. So thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a great 2022. You guys are awesome. We love you. I love you. And subscribe to Trekyards and the Captain Foley personal channel. Help us out any way you can. Love you guys.